What is going on, everybody? John Anthony, Chairshot Sports, a Sport Coin affiliate, as always, powered by Zoe Energy, especially this week leading up to SummerSlam. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Night one is in the books. I think we all have a little bit to talk about. Pick whatever match you want to talk about. I think all of us have a little bit of feelings about everything that happened tonight. First of all, thank you everyone for joining this panel. Let me go down real quick. You've probably seen these faces before if you watched before. One half of the running podcast on Thursday nights, I have Big Mike. How we doing, Mike?
And that was the weirdest episode of SmackDown I think I've seen all year.
And here we go, and we're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. From the Mob Squad, you can catch me and me and Mike doing our two Suits collaboration on Tuesdays with the NXT Rewind. Mike, what's going on, Mike?
What's going on, my brother? I mean, Big Mike might have came out the bat and hit a home run with that one.
This should still not come down.
It was like a glorified SmackDown. I did like the end match. I think they gave us something special there, but other than that, we was looking at a regular Friday night. I mean, that's a real good point right there.
And this young lady is also a very big, very popular face you see on the shows recently, coming out with their own podcast, and she'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Lady Alpha, how we doing?
I'm good. I found it to be very enjoyable. I didn't.
That's because you're batting 1,000. Come on, relax.
Well, I'm not. What was the word you used, Mike? Was it like jaded from watching for so long? So I'm still new. So I've got.
No, that's the move that Tiffany Stratton kicked out of. What? Oh, sorry. Last and certainly not least, everything you want to know about Baltimore Orioles or Baltimore Ravens sports, but you're afraid to ask. My boy Matt Trigger. Matt, how we doing tonight, baby?
What's going on? Now, I'm not gonna go as extreme as Mike. It was an up and down first night. They wrapped it up rather handily. I think that was a nice save to the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wait to talk about Jelly Roll.
What's up? Oh my God! Man, I'm telling you, we all got feelings, and this is why we do. This is why we play the game, ladies and gents. Nathan, what's going on? I don't want to forget Zach this time. It is National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. Someone should have told CM Punk he could have passed them bad boys out. They should have been passing them out today, man, with the wrestlers on them. We want the wrestlers' ice cream bars back, baby. Oh boy! All right, well, let's jump into it. Heck of a night. I'll be quick so we can talk about obviously the four of you can talk about how you felt and how you saw things. I have enough stuff going on tomorrow night, so Cass Marie, thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you as always. All right, so we open it up. We got Jey Uso and Roman Reigns taking on Braun Squared, B Squared, if you will, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Match was good, man. It was a good match. It was a little sloppy to me. A little sloppy in my regards. I mean, a lot of stuff going on. We obviously gonna have some callbacks to things. You know, Roman takes the spear, gets Jey out of the way. I don't know how I feel about this finish. I don't know. I think he killed a lot of momentum. Obviously, at the end of the night, there's more momentum back into that group's engine, into their fire. So we'll talk about that. This would have been a nice time for B Square to kind of get their win. But at the end of the day, Jey hits a spear, gets a frog splash, gets a 1-2-3 on Bronson Reed, and Roman and Jey Uso walk out of there. They get themselves a win. Yeah, like I said, I'll leave it to you guys to talk about it and have your thoughts. I'm going to start with you, Mike Norton. What are your thoughts?
In the beginning, I was thinking probably wrong winners. That's just going off of Seth not coming back tonight.
Right.
Obviously that changes the dynamic. I thought maybe Braun and Braun was gonna get this win. Good match though. I didn't have no problem with the match. I did like the fact that Roman took a couple of those shots for Jey because it changes the dynamic there. And Jey getting the pin obviously keeps him strong, where people thought he was going back to like the middle of the line. So I had no problems with it. I guess I'll leave the match with thinking this is one of the better matches of the night. And I just hope Braun's knee is good. Like that was probably the biggest thing I came out of the match with. You guys seen him limping in the backstage after, right? Breaker I'm talking about, obviously.
I was trying to see how heavily taped or if they had a brace on when he came out at the end of the show. I couldn't really see him really doing much, but I saw that though.
He had some kind of sleeve or something on.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Ooh, hope it's just like a tweak or maybe a stinger or something like that." So,
yeah,
awesome. All right, Big Mike, what are your thoughts, man? Did the right team win tonight?
I don't think they did. I mean, I even with Seth coming back, I think we've talked about Roman going away for a while to do the movie. The kind of failed title run, not really failed, but the lackluster title run that Jay's had. It would seem more pertinent to keep the momentum of Braun and Bronson. And let me clarify my opening statement. I didn't think the show was bad. I just don't think it was a SummerSlam level, WrestleMania level, because they've been promoting this as the WrestleMania 2 kind of this year. It wasn't at that level. That was more my point. The show was fine. I didn't hate the show. I didn't think it was bad, but it was not what it was built up to be, in my opinion. But this match in general, it was a good match. Like you said, it was a little sloppy at times. I agree with Mike Norton. I'm glad to see Roman, kind of bringing himself down, taking a couple of shots for Jay, pulling him out, pushing him out of the way to take that spear. I just thought the other team should have won.
Yeah, I thought it just took the wind right out of the sails. I mean, you have the kind of segment on Raw, you have that go down, and it's just like that's.
Hey, at least Bronson still got a new pair of shoes, I guess.
I mean, he's a mind now. He's a mind now, baby.
That's why I changed my pick. I thought, after think about it, I thought Braun and Braun just kind of needed this win more. So I agree with you.
Yeah, and me and Mike said a little bit about it last night too. On the shakedown, I really thought that was where it was going to go down, but I don't know. What do we know? I guess again, long-term booking, so we'll see how it turns out down the road. Lady Alpha, your thoughts on the tag match open up night one?
I loved it. I did. I mean, I did see a couple of the spots that you would consider sloppy. Bronson Reed saving Roman's neck. That was slick, man. That was so
collectively
slick.
Someone in the back. Triple H's ass was the size of a decimal point. He was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
If he'd have landed the way he was aimed, he would have broke his neck flat out.
Yep.
And Bronson Reed saved his ass. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing to me. And I did think it was a little imbalanced in the way that the match was going, with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker dominating as much as they did. The ending and the win didn't quite make sense, but I did pick Roman and Jay to win. I think they needed it too. I think they needed this match to kind of solidify their reunion. And they may be a permanent tag team. We don't know yet. Maybe they're gonna try to do with Roman and Jay what they did to Charlotte and Alexa, put them together instead of bringing back the Usos. They're bringing cousins together as a tag team, and both of them are extremely talented. So take them in a different direction. And
both can.
That's just my thoughts. So
no, those are all great points. It was brought up. I believe it was a dark match or after SmackDown. I think yesterday the Usos, Jimmy and Jay did tag. So I don't know if they're trying to testing the waters on that, seeing how it looks, how people are reacting, and being back together. So, but I do like that idea, like Roman and Jay. I mean, that's one. There's your grounded pound, and that's your aerial assault right there, 1 and 2. So that would be an awesome tag team, definitely moving forward if they were to put those two together for a little bit. Obviously, like me and Mike talked about, and I've talked about on the Raw Rundown, War Games is right around the corner. We got 2 more months, and we're going to be there. So this could be laying the groundwork for that. We will see what happens. And now, especially with Seth's group being in full strength and people going for those belts. Matt, you saw the match, man. What are your thoughts on how they opened it up tonight?
I liked it. I'm starting to think that Roman is in the point of his career now that Brock Lesnar was in a couple years ago, where if he's not going to be the champion closing shows, he wants to open. Because he's got the star power for it. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of the night. And quite frankly, he can do his 45 minutes of work and then go back and relax and just hang out in his personal locker room or his trailer or whatever he's got. I didn't understand why they had Roman and Jay go over, because Jay's in like purgatory right now, because clearly the world heavyweights title scene is very, very, very crowded after tonight. And Bronson and Braun needed that, because now they've taken a couple big L's collectively, and it just doesn't do good for the look of the group. We all didn't know Seth was going to come back. They did a very good job of kayfabing this injury up. They had a lot of us convinced that Seth was going to, be out for an extended period of time, no matter what anybody says. Oh, it's gonna happen. But my theory on that whole situation with Seth and just the timing of it all, the pay-per-view starting at 6:00 and then the main event being done by 20 after 9, it set off alarm bells that they didn't go right to like the ending credits with the little copyright thing in the corner. It was way too played out. I was just sitting there. I was like, should I go downstairs and get on the computer with John, or what's going on here? Because
I think we all waited. We're like, oh wait, we got to see what's going on next.
Yeah. They drew it out too long, way too long. So yeah, that we'll get to that later, obviously, but I liked it. Roman overshooting on his leap out of the ring, that looked like it was gonna be bad.
Bad day.
I was like, oh
Bad
shit! Like Bronson kind of like shielded, like to kind of get a body part up a little bit higher, just so Roman had something to grab onto, because he overshot that by about a good foot, maybe more. That was a rough spot, because Roman he landed on all hip and leg on the ramp.
We'd be having a way different conversation right now if
we would be.
Do what he needed to do, man. Thank God, because man, Jesus.
If he didn't flip, he was face planting.
Yeah, dude, and the neck is snapped, gone. Like, dude,
like face first,
like a dime. So,
yeah.
Thank God. But hey, again, that's why these are the things for people. Oh, it's just a book. Like, thank God, like it's the awareness, and that's that PC training, that's a WWE training to know how like you're wrestling, but you got to protect the other people. And thank God, I guarantee you, Bromberg gets some big props when he walked back to that curtain tonight. Guarantee you, man. Guarantee you, bro. Absolutely. So obviously we move on from there. So Jay and Roman go over. We move on to we go over to the ladies, another tag match, but this one's for the WWE Women's Tag Titles. We have Judgment Day taking on Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. This match was great.
It was
great in my opinion. I think it checked all the boxes. All the ladies got to showcase what they can do. Charlotte hitting the moonsault, hitting the figure eight, getting pop rocks. We're getting Alexa hitting the Sister Abigail. Raquel's doing what she does out there. It's just awesome stuff. At the end of the day, man, the Sister Abigail, the rocks. Me and Mike talked about it the other night. It's just, this is, I think, whether or not you were like, maybe Judgment Day, maybe we keep it going. You got at some point, if you got to pull the trigger at some point, this is when you want to do that. Like Mike talked about the other day, you got to pull that trigger, and they definitely did. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are your new best friends and WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I loved it. It was an awesome match. It was definitely one of the top 2 or 3 for tonight. Lady Alpha, go to you. What are your thoughts on your new Women's Tag Champions?
This one was my favorite.
Yeah, it was good.
I absolutely loved it. I actually had to take a break from what I was doing to actually to stay focused on the match, because I was multitasking as usual. But I couldn't multitask with this because I couldn't take my eyes off the television.
Laser focused.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And I thought we was going to end up with a problem when Alexa accidentally hit Charlotte, but they just shook it off. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great match. It was one of those things where, everyone got showcased, and it was a good length. Again, I talk about it all the time. I'm not a big time person, things like that, but good length, great pace, awesome from all 3 ladies, and awesome stuff. Big Mike, your thoughts? I know we talked about it. We talked about both these ladies winning when we had our picks. Your thoughts about the result?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was probably the most enjoyable match of the night for me. I think the main event may have been a little better for other reasons, but as far as just pure enjoyment watching the match, and I've talked about it a few times, and we talked about it a little last night. I mean, Charlotte Flair looks happier than she's been, not even just before WrestleMania, but maybe in the past 5 years.
I agree with that.
she looks healthier. Her face is fuller. She doesn't look like, just everything about her looks like she's doing so much better than she was, especially before WrestleMania. And that's one of my favorite things to see about this partnership is how much healthier and how much happier she looks. And like you said, or like we talked about the other day, it's you had to pull the trigger on this. You had to hit it while the iron's hot. Give them women their props. They're both legends. They're both future Hall of Famers. They deserve it. And your Judgment Day can keep on doing whatever they're doing. Elsewhere they can have a rematch, anything like that. But I'm just glad to see it. I enjoyed watching this match a lot.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Matt, your thoughts, man?
It was a great match. It probably was one of the better ones of night one. I think the tag matches honestly might steal the show this weekend because that ladder match tomorrow night is going to be off the chain. But because they always are, TLCs always are. Before I give my thoughts on the match itself, I want to say that I've been overly critical of Charlotte on this show at points, doing the go home shows and doing the preview shows. Unreal on Netflix kind of helped me soften my stance with Charlotte because you saw that she was going through a lot and she was like questioning herself at what point of her career she was in because she realized that she's in the point now where she's the veteran and she's going to be doing the putting over from here on out for the most part and seeing that in real time. And now, like, to kind of build off of what everybody else said before me is she looks happy. She looks healthy. She looks like she's having fun and she looks like she's enjoying the fact that there's not a lot of pressure on her in the main event scene. You can be a tag champion. You can elevate them because you're a legend. She's going to go down as one of the greatest women of all time. She arguably might be right now. And, depending on your fandom, but that match was, hit all their spots. There wasn't a whole lot of, clunkiness or messiness. Alexa doesn't look like she's missed a beat, man. For as long as she was out for her reasons, that girl can still wrestle. And she's got the mannerisms down and she's got the everything looks fluid and they work. That's like an odd couple right there. They work. It's kind of like Kane and X-Pac a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit like that. And I want to give a shout out to Raquel Rodriguez because I haven't always been a fan of her work, but when she started listening to Kevin Nash about working big and working a little bit more stiff, she's been so good. And it's like you can see something clicked when Nash told her, you got to work like a big girl, like a bigger athlete, a bigger superstar. And she took it to heart. And Roxanne is going to be, her time's coming. She's eating pins right now, but her time's coming because the women's division is absolutely loaded. But she's phenomenal, man. That was a fantastic match all the way through.
Yeah, I think we all agree so far that it's one of the best matches of the night. It was so good. Like I said, you hit the nail on the head. The pace was great. Everyone think it was smooth. Everyone hit what they needed to hit. Everyone got the showcase of what they can do. It was just awesome stuff. Wrapping it up, Mike Norton, your thoughts, man? New women's champions. What are your thoughts?
I mean, everything that I could say has already been said. But I agree with everything. This is definitely one of the, best matches of the night for sure. Outside of probably the main event, it'd probably be my match of the night. But it is good to see Charlotte happy. I enjoyed the match. There's nothing bad I could say about it, and everything good has already been said. So, I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Yeah, again, one of the better matches of the night, man. Awesome stuff. I was a big fan of it, and obviously great to see Charlotte Flair and Alexa being tag champions. It's gonna be awesome to see what they do moving forward on SmackDown toward the end of the year. So let's move over to the men's. Some more singles action. We have. I think we all need a little bit of talk about here. Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross, a grudge match, if you will. It's been going on for about 2.5 months now. I gave my predictions. Obviously, Mike had his on the run-in. I had said pretty blatantly, obviously he's been featured. Karrion Kross has been featured more on Raw, more on Mondays. Obviously, he's hit back-to-back PLEs now, having a match. I felt like if this was not a win for him, obviously his contract is up in the air. No one is being played close to the chest, things like that. I was wanting to say a loss here is something where Karrion Kross kind of closes the book and not to take anything what me and Mike Norton talked about off air, but he'll talk about that as well. But this kind of the way it went down kind of shows Sammy kind of being like, okay, you're done, like that's it. Like he said in the interview on Raw, maybe you're the one that's wrong, and you're gonna be the one to tell me that you're wrong about everything, and that kind of takes the character of Karen and throws it away. But I digress. I'll let everyone else talk about that. I'm a little upset about it. Obviously, some nefarious tactics tried to be had here. At the end of the day, after a haluva kick, Sammy puts Karrion down for a 1-2-3. And I think to a lot of other people, to the chagrin, whether it's fandom, whether it is just you want to see him when I think Karrion Kross needed a win here. And I think it speaks a little more volumes than a lot of people want to let on because no one wants to admit him leaving the company. But who knows where we move forward from here. So two-parter. Obviously, your thoughts on the match, and do you think this might be the end for Karrion Kross? Matt, I'm going to start with you.
Oh man, this was the most disappointing match for me for the night, and I'm gonna kind of eat my words a little bit. I've talked about it on your platform plenty of times. Kross is one of my favorites in the entire company. The dude is immaculate on the mic. The dude has gotten himself over naturally. But if you can't have a good match with Sami Zayn, and you can't be made to look good by Sami Zayn, who makes everybody look good.
Yeah.
I think that was Hunter's way of showing everybody what they already knew. No matter how good you are, no matter how over you are, no matter how many promos and video packages and montages you cut, you still got to wrestle. Now, he took all the bumps tonight. He took a lot of back bumps. But he just, maybe he's carrying a little bit too much weight because he's bigger than he's been in a while. Maybe I don't know if carrying. Like I don't know if it was that, but he looked a little winded early. And I'm not trying to be overly critical because the dude is really good at a lot of things, but that felt like that was his last match with the company. I couldn't help but shake that feeling, and I don't want it to be true, but either they're going to go in a completely different direction with his character, or he's gone. They put a lot of time and money by keeping him on your TV every Monday night, and then he's wrestled in, like you said, back-to-back PLEs. I don't know what they're going to do with Sami Zayn unless they're getting ready to like kind of propel him to another singles push, because he's been kind of off in the background since the end of the KO stuff, and he's just kind of been hanging around the mid-card scene. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I didn't think he needed it. Personally, if Kross would have won, we would have kind of assumed that, hey, he signed a new contract.
Yeah.
But this is doing damage to him. Unless they gave him a lot of money and it's been kept under wraps and he's about to go on a different path. I didn't like that. And he was a little bit clunky in the ring. He stumbled a couple of times just doing simple stuff. There was a couple of miscues, and I'm just like, oh man, I was uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah, it was a weird match to watch.
Because I wasn't expecting depth-defying, high-flying moves, but I was expecting a little bit more of just a simple ass whooping on both of their ends, where it was a physical, brutal match, and it ended up being towards the end. But I just think that I don't know, man. I don't know if that was if Kross didn't have the right dance partner, if he wasn't fully prepared, or if he kind of just phoned it in, knowing that this might be it. You know, it left me kind of wanting more, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
No, those are good points. I mean, nothing you're saying is wrong. I mean, I kind of feel the same way as far as and dance partner. I thought about that, but they have gone before in matches, so they kind of know each other, kind of what they want to do. I think they're pretty good at putting things together. But in regards to as far as a different path, and maybe they're going to rebook it. I don't know if they're going to do something like that. Like Isaiah talks about, I said it. Spedrock also said it said it earlier on X. Maybe a righteous path, if you will. This was something we thought maybe an appearance helping him out. Maybe it's something we get on Monday night. I don't know. But the righteous in him have already. Maybe they do something when he gets out of WWE. I don't know. Maybe they pop up somewhere. I don't know. But I agree. It was kind of uncomfortable to watch, and I got kind of one of those things. I'm like, oh, this is. Why do I feel weird watching this? Like they just wrestled a couple last month in Saudi. What are we doing? In regards to Sammy, real quick, what they're going to do with him next? If you remember, Seth did give him the option to get out and told him to leave, and Sammy was like, "No, I'm going to become a world champion." It sucks they're probably going to feed him to Seth, but it will be a hell of a promo war between the two of those gents. And it'll be awesome matches. But I can't see
That's
him
a ways away, though, John.
No, I'm not saying next week.
No, I'm just saying, like, we're gonna have to wait months for that.
Do you though?
This.
Wait, hold on. Not to cut you off, but who? So Seth comes out Monday night. See, it's not going to be CM Punk.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. That they
it absolutely is.
Quick.
Gunther and Seth are going to be. Gunther and Punk are going to be hanging.
So Gunther's taking time off for about 3 to 4 months from. You probably won't see him till the end of the year. So that's why I didn't say Gunther.
But that there's going to be an immediate shit show with him and with Seth and Punk. This is going to lead into war. This is going to lead into War Games or Bad Blood or whatever they do at the end of the year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Punk comes out and he's like, "Yeah, give me my title." Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I don't see Zayn hopping Punk when Punk was champion for like 6 minutes. That's a whole storyline in itself.
Punk comes out. Seth gets to the back of the line. Who the hell are you? You ain't getting a shot at this. You just lost it. You won it and lost it. Sammy comes out, goes, "Well, I'll just beat Karrion. I'm going to be world champion." Maybe him. No, I'm saying him and Seth, him and Punk go at it. And also, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So maybe at some point, Punk and Sammy link up into War Games, yada yada yada, that kind of stuff. So I agree. I'm not disagreeing, but I think you have to include him going into War Games. That's just my thought. You got to start building those teams to go against Seth and the powerhouse they're going to have. But great points, Lady Alpha. Your thoughts?
Well, yeah, this was the least enjoyable for me. This match. I guess more I got bored, not really irritated or anything. Kind of confused by the steel pipe thing. Like, why would she give that to Sammy? She's trying to push him over or something. But I honestly don't think this is the end for Karrion Kross. I think his path is probably going to be to pick a different star and pick at him, and play those games and try to either get him to turn or get him to break. Kind of like Rusev has been saying. He's going to break everybody down and make them be their true selves and stuff like that. But Karrion is going more of the mental versus Rusev being the brute. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. No, that makes perfect sense. It's both gents do their thing, but they have different means to get to the end of what they want to do and try to show people. So yeah, Karrion is obviously the maniacal, mentalist, whereas Bruce is just going to beat the hell out of it out of you for it. So it's just like, but yeah, no, I agree. It was just, whether or not, like I said, with Karrion, I don't know. It's just like I agree with Matt. It was uncomfortable at some points.
Yeah,
I'm going to go over. No, go ahead. Finish.
No, I was just gonna say it was more boring to me than uncomfortable.
It was definitely not the pace I thought it would be with those two. Seeing what they've already done on Raw, done in other PLEs, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Mike Norton, your thoughts as far as Sammy walking away the winner? What's going on with Cross after tonight?
I'll just be blatant. This match pissed me off for a lot of reasons. The match was clunky.
Tell them why you mad, son.
Yeah, like I don't like the way they ended the storyline. I don't like the way the match went. I think that Matt might be right on the pot that Cross might be carrying maybe 8 to 15 more pounds on him that he doesn't need right now. Even just to point out a spot, like when he stumbled into the exploder, when Sammy threw him into the turnbuckle, if he almost fell walking over there. It was weird. And then the move had no momentum because of it. He needed. So, and then that obviously led into the finish, which pissed me off again. But yeah, there's only two things for Cross here. Either his character, in my opinion, because there's obviously they can go in Lady Alpha's direction. Maybe him and Rusev become the new Pinky in the Brain. I don't know, but I'd say that the way I'm looking
take over the world.
Yeah, unless hey, for real, unless they rebrand him completely, which it could be a righteous path, which means maybe they come in getting his air and it sends down, like a whole different thing where you could just rebrand him, he gets his new contract, and you go that route. But going with my gut, that looked like his story ended. It may be the contract ender. It may have been one of those things where they wanted to see him go out there and have a specific type of match to get that contract to know they could push him. The match just wasn't good. It wasn't. They may have even called the audible mid match and told Sammy to win mid match. It just was a terrible match. But as far as the winner, I still think Cross needed this win so much more than Sammy. He needs, like, my thing is this: at this point, he was wrestling like he didn't have confidence. So sometimes when the engine don't have the confidence in you, I'm not saying that's an excuse, but he just didn't look like a confident wrestler tonight. And the match, unfortunately, paid for it. That would be, my assessment of what happened. But I was pissed at the ending too. So that's my overall opinion on that match. The whole thing just pissed me off. Everything.
I agree with all of that. I was very, very upset just as from the match, the whole thing. Speaking of being upset, no, go ahead. I apologize.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Just everything.
Yeah, it was just the whole thing was, and again, back to Matt. It was awkward. It was a weird match to watch. It was like someone found something out 5 minutes before, and it's like, and it's almost like Karen is like, I don't want to say sandbagging. Karen's like, I'm gonna fuck up this match. Watch me screw this match up. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. All right, watch me make this match horrible. But I think I've said enough. I'm gonna I know Big Mike wants to talk about this. All joking aside, I know Big Mike has some thoughts and he has some feelings. So, Big Mike, let him know, man. What are your thoughts about this match that happened tonight?
No, actually, oddly enough, for the first time in my podcast career, I've got nothing. That match left me completely dumbfounded. I have nothing. That's all. I'm sorry, John. I know we usually try to be professional and talk about a lot, but I got nothing on it.
His face already says 1,000 words.
You dogging me? You serious? Okay.
No, I'm 100% serious.
No, I know we joke. I know we joke sometimes. So I want to make sure you. I didn't want to.
I'm 100% serious.
And I get that too. And that's just as much of a feeling as the other four of us have talked about. It's weird to me. It's weird. There's something doesn't smell right. It stinks a little bit. And I think we're gonna find out in the next 24, 48 hours. Obviously I'm there tomorrow. I'm meeting up with a lot of people.
Sad though, man. It feels like he went out. If this is it, I feel like it was a sucker way to go out. I'm not blaming him 100%, but that didn't sit right with me. That kind of threw off the vibe after the first two matches where you had some pretty good shit, and then that just kind of like almost made the show feel like it gave it a stale feeling in the middle of it, and then you needed something like a real banger to like kind of
and Tiffany and Jay were not it.
They
didn't grab the baton and run with it. They were like, oh wait, we got to do what? What's going on out there?
One thing, doing the two worst matches of the night back to back in the middle of the show, I almost fell asleep. That's be honest with you.
I didn't almost fall asleep. I mean, are we just transitioning into that match, John?
No. I was just saying. I'm sorry. The last thing I'll say is go. You guys finish.
Go ahead, man. I don't want to steal your shine.
No, but I ain't got no shine. I shine because of you guys. Listen, calm down. Listen, I don't shine for nothing. It's all you guys that make it bright enough. No, the one thing I'll say is, and I can say this with confidence because it's not throwing anything out there. I've talked to Kevin on DMs. We want to come on the show. We've tried to meet up here and there, different places. I've been at a Raw, and the one thing he did say to me is, if I'm there in August, maybe we'll do something. Like we'll be able to get together for 5 minutes, whatever. Just dap up, take a picture. He did say if. So I don't know what the contract was. I know Sean Ross reported the contract goes up in August. So maybe this came down to the midnight hour, and Jesus, maybe it was tomorrow, maybe it was last night, or maybe tonight. And he walked in, and Paul's like, "I got another point. Sorry, we're gonna have to move forward. Sorry, Kevin, we're gonna go. Oh, that's what we're gonna do. All right, I got something for you. Check this out. Watch this match out here. I'm gonna screw up your night one. Here we go. So I don't know, man. It's all going to come out. I mean, the one thing about Carrion, sorry to use his actual name, I apologize, but Carrion was one person who, if it is over at midnight tonight, that man's not going to be shy jumping to socials. That's why I'm not. If there's something going on, it's not going to take long. I mean, he put out the Kevin Sullivan voicemail. That I don't know if it was me or Mike that talked about. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it was me and Matt. Me and you talked about this about the voicemail when that came out, and I was like, "That's okay. That's a little telling." And I don't think it's going to take long. Probably by sometime. I guarantee the rumors are going to come around. There's going to be talk tomorrow about it. I'm meeting up with a couple people, Con Man, a couple other people, Mona. I mean, if I keep my ear to the ground, if I hear something, obviously I'll tweet it out there. But I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I feel how we do, but I also feel how Big Mike feels. I watch that as a fan, and it sucks. And I talk to this guy a lot. I'm like, this sucks. This sucks. If this is how it is, this is how it goes out, man. This is just a shitty way. Because it did not like that. That's not the Karrion Kross I've seen wrestle in WWE, especially against Sami Zayn, and something just did not pass the sniff test. But I digress. We will see as we move on the next 24 to 48 hours. If anything's going down, I'm pretty sure Karen will definitely let us know. So now segueing into the WWE Women's Championship match over on the Blue Brand on SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill. I don't know, man. Again, I'm a big Tiffany Stratton fan. I'm a big Jade Cargill fan. I liked her in AEW. Love the transition. I think she's learned a lot. The confidence has been there. She's obviously been working the PC, getting her grind on, doing her thing. She's no spots. She's getting more confidence. Tiffany Stratton, has the ring gotten a little stale? Maybe. Little bit less of the luster on it. Yes. Personally, I thought with Naomi getting out of here, moving over to Raw with the cash in on over there, taking on the triple threat match tomorrow night. I'm like, okay, everything's out of the way. Unless Bianca does something and pops in somewhere, can't see Jade not winning this match, being the queen of the ring. I hate when they do these things and it's just for a loss and the building of the storyline of giving that to somebody. But at the end of the day, the match for me was a little flat, sloppy at times. Toward the end, it was. The Jaded was rough, but at the end of the day, Tiffany, it was short, sweet, to the point. Jade, I know people are saying she's not ready. You can't keep saying she's not ready until you see if she's ready. You give people, they've given Alexa the belt. They gave Liv the belt way back. She sucked. She'll admit it. They were like, we need that back. You need more time. And now look, then she blossomed like a flower. Has had an amazing run, and I'm sure she'll have more amazing runs. You're not going to know until you give Jade that belt. And that's the way I think about it with wrestling like that. I'm not saying go out there and stink up the joint, screw up your programming, but you got to see Jade with that belt in the programming, see how it works with the crowd, see how she does in the moment as a champion. But with that, Tiffany gets the win. We'll see what happens. More people are lining up. I'm sure Jade's going to want some kickback. I mean, it was obviously a pretty good match. It was very clean. She hits the world's prettiest moonsault. That is what it is. Tiffany Stratton walks out of there. She's still your champion over on SmackDown for the women. I'll start with Lady Alpha. What are your thoughts as far as Tiffany retaining?
I thought it was crap. Flat out.
The match or the result?
No, the match was just okay. But
Okay.
I thought the result was crap. They kept saying she's been over 200 days as the champion. I think that's long enough. I
Yeah.
heard several people say, that she's gone stale as a champion, and I agree. A lot of her matches are kind of lackluster anymore, and it's time for her to move on to do something else. And it's time for Jade to shine. Jade is doing amazing things. Yeah, granted, she had a few missteps tonight, but that's a really big arena. I mean, the nerves had to play in there somewhere.
Had to.
But you have to. I always take that in consideration because not a lot of people know this, but I used to perform myself. I used to compete on stage in front of lots of people, and it doesn't matter how many times you do it. Like here, for example.
I'm sure a lot of us, when you turn the camera on, man, you guys sit there and go,
Yeah.
okay, go.
Yeah.
It's like that every time.
It's nerves is going to get you. It doesn't matter how seasoned you are. You're going to have some nerves regardless.
True.
And it's going to affect the performance in some way. I forgot a whole verse before a song I practiced for 2 months day in and day out, and I still managed to lose an entire verse. So a few missteps during a wrestling match does not shock me or disgust me or anything. So in this case, and then on the really big stage, I just think that they made the wrong call here. She was ready for it. Her nerves shouldn't make people say, "Well, she's not ready."
Exactly. No, I agree. It's a lot of people, man. I mean, I didn't see. This is not a shot at anything. I'm just making a statement, so nobody come for me. I didn't see any. No, it's true because they definitely did. They didn't see that besides behind like the Titantron. But what a stage, by the way! Awesome that they built a big stage. It almost looked like the stage they built over in for Riyadh. That was a great stage they put together. The only place I saw tarps was near that. So you got to think a sold out football stadium in Jay Cargill. Here you go. Go get him. It's like what? Yeah, go get him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So before I go on though, Tiffany on her ex, the quote is, "Your legend was ended. The goat fell. The irresistible force is dead to me. The storm came, and I'm still your WWE champion." All caps. Who's next? So we'll see what happens on Friday, man. It's going to be interesting. I mean, she has gone through a who's who. Not to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, obviously take Trish with a grain of salt. Nothing against Trish Stratus, but I mean, she has gone through a who's who. So we'll see what's lining up for her. When we tune in on Friday. Big Mike, your thoughts as far as Tiffany walking out of there still your women's champion on Friday nights?
This match kind of embodies what I said at the beginning of the show. It was a decent match, but it's a match that could have happened any Friday night on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't anything special about it. There wasn't anything that had like a big match feel. I get it. Jade was the queen of the ring. Tiffany's the champion. But I mean, it's like it didn't have it. It just kind of wasn't there. And I don't know if I was still in my feelings about the previous match, which is completely possible. But it didn't have it for me. I could have seen this match any Friday night on SmackDown. I agree. Jade should have won. I'm a huge Tiffany fan. But the story just doesn't make sense with Tiffany winning here. You've been pushing Jade all this time. Tiffany's kind of been on the back burner. So I don't know. I didn't get it. It didn't really hit with me. And like I said, it was a weird SmackDown.
I love it. Mike Norton, your thoughts, man. Tiffany's SmackDown's still running on Tiffy time. What are your thoughts as far as the match that happened tonight, night one?
When he made that SmackDown comment, this is actually the match I was thinking of too, right when he said it. So I kind of knew. Wrong. First of all, I think it was the wrong winner. First thing, like the Tiffy time stuff, it's time to develop that. It's just at this point, it's like watching a rerun of Clueless. Like that gimmick gotta go. You know, like
that was the first run she had. Daddy's little, come on, man.
It's still there.
Daddy's little rich girl. Come on.
It's still there. That the embodiment of that is still her theme. It's like at this point, the rich little college kid gimmick, and you beat Jade clean. That's crazy. Like the thing was this: you brought in Jade, treated her like a mega star, right? Trotted her everywhere. You just had her hand stuff out, upgraded seat tickets. You have her come out. She looks like a superhero. And she loses clean to the Brat. Where does she go from here? Yeah. Like, and I do get there was botchy stuff in the match, and I'll be honest with you, it looked like Jade hesitated 4 or 5 times because she's probably worried about hurting one of these girls. And you could see in the ring, she probably could hurt her easily, which is why she shouldn't be getting pinned clean there. It's like you could tell she like extra delay and hiccup when she's picking Tiffy up. Delays picking her up on the rope. It looked like she's so scared to hurt that woman that she just wasn't moving at a pace. And that's one of Jay's problems. I don't think she's ever got comfortable being really aggressive, and she looks like she should be an aggressive wrestler, right? But losing clean to Tiffy, it's a questionable decision to say the least. I would rather Jade win. The title run's been still. Let Tiffy get mad, change her gimmick up a little bit. grow her up a little bit, maybe, so we could get those teenage vibes out of there. And then, see what you could do with Jade. But Jade does need to something about it. There's a hiccup in all her impact moves. And I think she gets nervous of really trying to maybe woman handle one of these ladies, but you're gonna have to learn it sometime. And giving her the belt, I feel like they would have had to develop her. Right now, I don't know where she goes. Maybe one of you have a better idea than me.
No, I mean, and Mike, you can attest to this. I mean, we watched Jade in AEW. I mean, we've seen and again, not crapping at anybody, but in AEW, you have Tekla, you had Jade Cargill. These women hit hard on Wednesday nights, man. Again, they're not hitting stiff, but they hit because they're just trying we can play just as much as the men. And they hit hard, man. There's some big spots. And Mike, you know this. And again, the other people, if you guys have watched it, Jade was throwing girls around in AEW, bro, everywhere. Yeah. So, I mean, I think she comes here and it's okay, whoa, can't be doing that. I'm going to hurt that girl. I can't.
Yeah.
Do it 100%. Because she is strong. She's a big woman. Jade is a beast, and she's built like a house, and she can definitely hurt some people. So, but maybe that is the thing. Maybe she just kind of doesn't have the 100% confidence of making sure someone's safe and doesn't want to kind of hurt them and get that heat backstage and putting someone on the shelf for a little bit because of a move, quote unquote, that she hurts them on. So
I agree, but I just think after losing clean, and then I know it's just Twitter, and I know a lot of this stuff is in character, but Tiffy dropping that on Twitter after, it's she is right. How much of a storm is it? It just got buried.
No, that's why I read it, because I was like, damn, she literally just tried to bury her. I was like, oh, damn. I was like, okay. So we'll see what happens, man. I agree with that. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? It's wild. I don't know where Jade she comes back from that. So, yeah. Matt, your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts as far as Tiffany getting that clean win over Jade Cargill tonight?
Oh man, I kind of feel the same way Big Mike did when he started giving his thoughts. The vibe of the carrion match, followed by this, really kind of dampened the pay-per-view for me, because matches 1 and 2 were good, 3, 4, and 5, and then the last match obviously saved the show to me. But it speaks volumes that they did not add somebody into this match that could kind of lead the charge. To be quite frank, these girls have a combined 9 years of wrestling experience from training to present day between them, I believe.
Yeah.
I think Jade was a COVID baby for wrestling, and Tiffany started in 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
Like to me, you're promoting this as a WrestleMania-esque weekend. You've made it 2 nights, and you got 2 wrestlers that are green still, with no nefarious tactics. There was no clear cut heel or face, because they're both liked by the audience almost as equally, for their section of fans. I agree with everybody. What do you do with Jade? Because she hasn't ate a pin this year. She hasn't lost. And
it was clean.
It was clean as could be. And the thing I didn't like about it is that last sequence on the top rope and on the buckle. They were trying too hard to perfect it, and nothing seemed smooth towards the end. And then after the reversal, Tiffy didn't even sell the reversal, didn't kind of draw a little bit of a build up. She just hopped on the second turnbuckle and did her flip, and it just all seemed like there was no nuance to it. There was no flow to it. There was a lot of hesitation on both of them. They're both not meant to lead a match. Even with Trish Stratus, she's a veteran to the game, so she could make audibles on the fly. She could kind of know what feels right for what moment in a match. And then Charlotte Flair, even though she sandbagged the Mania match from most of our perspectives, that's still Charlotte fucking Flair. Excuse my language, but
yeah,
she's still one of the best in the world.
Go.
And you can carry lesser, experienced wrestlers, but you had two essentially. If we're talking pro football for 1 second, they're both on their rookie contracts right now.
Yeah,
they're still draft picks a couple years ago. I didn't like it, and then the way that the Cross and Sammy match went, and how I was feeling about that, and then leading into this, and seeing that they clearly weren't ready for this, and you got the women's championship on one of them, and okay, so we're gonna see another challenger for Stratton. But what do you do with Jade? You had like Mike said, you had her giving out ticket upgrades, and you had her hugging fans on the camera, and you had her doing all this. Her entrance with the snow and the lights and the superhero jacket and the Jade Cargill realistically might be like pound for pound the baddest chick on the roster.
Yeah,
like physical makeup.
Like have said that on multiple occasions. She's literally a superhero. Like she literally could play. She could play Storm
on any roster.
But the thing is, though, she still has a lot to learn for the business, and it's not. And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
But the only way to get that is you've got to, and you know this, you've got to give her that belt. You have to sink or swim, like they did with Liv, they did with Sasha, they did with Bailey.
But to me, this screams like a Vince kind of booking. But we're gonna see if you can do it. We're gonna see if you can do it. And I just didn't, those two matches, and then oh god, the following one. But
oh god,
yeah,
don't do it.
No, we're gonna go there soon. Yeah, it's incoming. Yeah, I just there was no way one reversal and one backflip. I understand you're protecting Tiffany's finisher, but Jade Cargill has been a buzzsaw through the entire roster all year, and that's how she loses. Come on.
For me, it should have at least taken two. At least two. Like hit the moonsault, two, do something, and then hit the two.
Should have hit it with the belt. Is what she should have did.
Nah, don't get weird with it. I mean, I appreciate the clean. I like that, but at least hit it with two finishers. You tell me Jade's weak enough to hit that one prettiest moonsault? Like, nah, you got to hit it with two. So at least Jade's like, you needed to hit me twice with that. Like, your shit's weak. Like, you needed two of them. Hell, have her give her three. It's SummerSlam. Have Jade kick out of two, because Jade's the one person kicks out of two world's prettiest moonsault. You're like, all right, I get that, because it's Jade. It's Jade. Shit, okay. And Tiffany does some wild stuff and then hits a third one. Let's do something. But 1, 2, 3 of the first one? Come on. What are we doing?
Yeah.
But
I have a thought.
Go get them.
It just occurred to me. What do you suppose the likelihood is that Jade is going to follow Naomi to Raw and take her title?
Can I answer that for a second?
No, I was going to say, that's a good thought. I'll go around the room. Matt, go ahead, start.
Okay. Lady Alpha, that's a great question. And I was thinking about that right after the match. I'm like, are they just going to send her over to Raw and follow Naomi? But by booking logic and by logic of every fan watching, what right does Jade Cargill have to buzzsaw through SmackDown, lose clean, and then hop right over to Raw and chase Naomi and be in a number one contender or be up there with all the women over on Raw currently wrestling their asses off as well? But it would be crazy to go from losing it in night one of SummerSlam to automatically hopping over to Raw and be like, Naomi, I'm coming for you, without earning it. You got to make it make sense, and to me, that doesn't make sense.
Not even to make it. Go ahead,
there's I'm just thinking also, there's more female wrestlers on the Raw roster that kind of match her stature. So if she is, as I think it was Michael Norton that said, that she's afraid of hurting somebody, maybe that is the obstacle that they need to help her overcome by putting her in a situation where she has more opponents that are equal to her. Because over on Raw, you've got Rhea Ripley, you've got Raquel Rodriguez. They're all larger ladies, more muscular. They're powerhouses.
Good point.
And on SmackDown, there's not as many.
You make a very good point, but let's just be real. Raquel Rodriguez has been relegated to the tag division, and Rhea Ripley is not going to lay down for Jade Cargill. I don't care how much we are in the know.
Me, brother.
Right. Like, there's for every wrestling fan for WWE, there's no scenario where you put Jade Cargill over Rhea Ripley, where Rhea might be the most over wrestler in that company, period. Out of everybody. So yeah, in terms of physicality, you're right. There's some bigger female wrestlers over there that could give her a run for her money and kind of let her work that style she really clearly wants to work and is hesitating on. But I'm gonna say this, even to a lesser degree, Lyra, Becky's over there, Bailey's over there. There's still women over there that are holding the mid card down that are probably going to get a run in the main event going for Io or Naomi or whoever is the champion after this weekend.
Speaking of Lyra, we get very upset tomorrow night when people can't get that music right and do their woo. First of all. Second of all, I like the thought of her running the Raw.
So it's probably not going to happen.
Oh, hey, now. Hey, here we go. All right, here we go. But here's the thing. Here's my thought process with the Jade thing. I'll keep it short. If you do that now you make Jade look so weak because she lost clean. I'm not playing with Tiffany. I'm going to go play around with Naomi. Yes, more powerful woman on Monday night. Absolutely. But it's like Jade's running away. That is the total 180 of her character. It may have nefarious things happen. Bianca comes out and she's like, I'm not playing around over here. You guys are weird. You guys are coming out here ganging up. You know what? I'm just going to go back over here. She runs away to Raw and pops out tomorrow night or on Monday night. Now it's like, oh, you couldn't beat Tiffany and now you're coming for me. Okay. That's cool. You couldn't beat her. You know what I mean? It's just one of the, and she beats Naomi. Now it's a weird, I don't know. That finish does not scream that to me. Would it be a cool idea? Yes, but I think the match needed to go a different way for that to happen. But that kind of makes her look cowardish. And again, running over, I can't win here. All right, I'm going to run over to Raw. Try my look over Naomi, but those are just my thoughts.
I would rather see her stay on SmackDown and turn heel and just start beating the shit out of people. Don't worry don't worry about the cool moves. Don't worry about any of that. Just come out and start beating the shit out of people.
Yes.
And like just beating them down. I don't need to see all the fun, cool stuff. I don't need you to just be a superhero. You really turn that corner and just be like, look, I know I'm bigger than you. I know I'm stronger than you. I've been trying to do something that I'm not. I've been trying to please all the fans. Yeah, you've got me handing out free seats. You've got me doing all this. I need to get back to me, and I need to just start beating the crap out of people. And that needs to be what needs to happen. And not to mention, now that they've lost Naomi, SmackDown needs more heels. I mean, who's the next heel coming up other than Nia Jax, which we've seen a million times against Tiffany Stratton? You got Julia, maybe, who's already a U.S. champion, but that's about it. There are no really good heels on SmackDown. She would fit a perfect spot. It keeps her where she's at. It gives her a new dynamic, and it just allows her to kind of what you mentioned about Raquel working more of like a big person style because she is bigger than everybody else in that roster. She needs to kind of do the same thing and just beat everybody down.
And to the point of Nia Jax, me and Mike talked about it. She's actually looks like she's about to run a program down at NXT.
In NXT, yep.
So yeah, that's even more to what Big Mike just said. It's even more so. We need you to kind of show up and be that heel because she's probably gonna be down there for a couple of weeks, running somewhere in the heat wave. So we'll see what happens. All right, Mike Norton. Talk to me, Mike Norton. What are your thoughts, man?
I'm not against anything that involves, pushing Jade because I think that she has everything. She just needs to get a few of the things in order. I hate to say it, she might have needed NXT. Like, she might have been one of the ones that needed it. And because the look she got, they let her skip the line. And, I mean, I think Big Mike nailed it. First of all, I do think it would benefit her working with bigger women wrestlers. So I agree with Alpha there. But I do believe Mike's onto something. You got to just unleash. I mean, you are all wrestlers. They got to be able to take it. We're not telling you to punch for real, but we're also telling you to not act like you're throwing punches, as a 15, 16-year-old wrestler, because it doesn't look how you was throwing them before. The forearms need to come back. She needs to just get a little bit more aggressive, no matter the size of the wrestler she's looking at. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you to hurt nobody, but if it happens, it's gonna happen anyways. Whether you hesitating and potentially botching it might even be more of a risk than actually putting a little bit more power and speed into it. So, I mean, I don't mind what they do with her, but I mean, it just doesn't look good like she's gonna be going for any titles. Only excuse I guess they could use for her moving over and going for Naomi is if she says she couldn't focus over there because Naomi's still on the brain. So I guess they could maybe go that way, but that would be an excuse used on her for every wrestler she goes against. So I mean, we'll see how this goes.
If she could make almost the exact same transition that Drew McIntyre did, going from the Scottish Warrior to the Scottish Psychopath, because he kind of had that same feel when he was the good guy there, and then he turned heel, and you kind of follow that same blueprint.
Yep.
Turning her heel, and it would work perfectly.
I agree.
Yeah, those are all great points, and that's kind of one of the biggest things for me when she took the sell. And again, I picked against Tiffany. I'm a huge Tiffany Stratton fan. I thought this was definitely the time for Jade Cargill to get this shine and kind of get that belt. And it's see what you can do. Let's the iron is hot. Let's go with it, especially with the entrance, everything else we talked about. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Friday night. Me and Mike are going to have a bunch of stuff to talk about after the show, so that's going to be interesting to see and talk about. So yeah. So moving into this, man, I'm going to be quick with my stuff because I know all you guys want to talk about this tag match.
Quick too.
No, I'm going to be quick, man. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre took on Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. The match was good. Jelly Roll had his spots. Got his ass kicked for a good amount of time, which I'm pretty sure everyone liked. Got his little licks in. Ended up taking the Paul from Grace. 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul beats Jelly Roll. That's kind of it. Obviously, Jelly did the whole injury angle, goes to leave, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not leaving." Randy comes back. Yeah, and like I talked about, I could not see Drew McIntyre being a part of a team that would lose. And not for nothing, say what you want, Logan Paul is not going anywhere, and that man is getting some pushes. It's going to be sooner than later. That man has it's going to be the World Heavyweight or the WWE Championship. I'm telling you, man, it's coming in 2026. Book it. I'm telling you. But I know a lot of other people have things to talk about, so I'm gonna digress and just say, good match. Jelly did what he needed to do. Got his ass kicked. Ate the L. Boom. Did the job. Put Logan over and Logan and Drew over. End of story. That's for me. Lady Alpha, your thoughts on the match?
It was okay. I did actually watch part of it.
Some didn't. It's okay.
Yeah, because I told everybody I was going to get up and go make snacks. So in this case, I was busy painting my face, so I didn't make no snacks. But yeah, I did pay attention a little bit to this one, and I thought the work he put in really kind of showed, for this match. But I think it went the way it was supposed to
go. Yeah, I agree. Mike Norton, your thoughts?
Decent match. Probably actually a little bit better than I thought. I'm not really into celebrity matches. In all sincerity, I did think that I predicted Jelly Roll when he got injured was gonna come back, walk into the ring singing "Lonely Road." That part didn't happen, but he did come back to the ring. But I'm dying to hear what Matt has to say. So that's all I got to say right now. I'm gonna pass it to the next person.
Yeah, you have a good point. So with that, I'm going to start with Big Mike. Big Mike, what are your thoughts on the match, your thoughts on the tag, and how everything went down tonight?
So I've been one of the ones that's been vocal, not quite as much. I haven't gone full Matt, as we talked about last night on the SmackDown Shakedown.
I'm a verb now? Jesus Christ.
Yo, you're a vibe, bro. Forget a verb. You're a vibe. we were talking. Were your ears working last night? Because me and Big Mike were talking about you on the SmackDown Shakedown.
Yeah. Oh, y'all were?
You may not have
a bad
appeared
way.
on the SmackDown Shakedown, but you were a part of the SmackDown Shakedown a lot last night.
Yeah, and not in a bad way, bro. We were just
I gotta go back and watch it now. I gotta go back and watch it now.
We'll take the views. Everyone else should go check out the SmackDown Shakedown. Anyway, I'm sorry, Big Mike. Go ahead.
This match was better than it had any business being. I'm not going to stand up because it'll look weird, but respect to Jelly Roll for taking that table spot.
We talked about
for getting his ass kicked like everybody else has talked about, and not being a normal celebrity match. It's not like he came out and ran around and did funny stuff the whole time. He went in there, he took his ass kicking, he took his table spot, he came back in, he still took the L. And while I'm not going to call it a good match, because I don't think he put on a good match, it did exactly what it should have done, in my opinion. And it was better than any business that had been. So yeah, shout out to Jelly Roll.
Is that worth me buying you the shirt tomorrow, or no? You're not gonna. It wasn't.
I didn't say it was a good match. I didn't say it was a good match.
You're killing me.
Look, if you choose to buy one, I won't send it back to you with shit on it.
Oh, thank you.
We will meet somewhere in the middle.
And to get the inside joke on that, tune into the SmackDown Shakedown last night on YouTube and on X on me and Mike's YouTube. Awesome. Last but certainly not least, Matt, I know you may not be familiar with Jelly Roll or maybe the match going on tonight that was going in but Jelly Roll had a match with Randy Orton tonight. He was taking on Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. I'm just curious, did you have some thoughts as far as how the match played out? What were your thoughts about tonight's event?
Is this thing on?
Here we go. Everyone else is getting muted. I'm muting everybody else. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Wait. Go ahead, Matt.
No, don't do that to me.
Yes,
don't do that.
do that.
I need to see everybody's face. Don't do that to me.
Hold on. I'm going.
There we go.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I pray that this never happens again. I'm also upset because I didn't hate it the way I thought I was going to hate it.
Yes.
Now seeing that sack of seeing, I will send it back with shit on it. So,
damn it, man.
I don't even know what that means.
You're close. You better drive it up to me, man.
Seeing how he was dressed like a backyard wrestler, it pissed me off first and foremost because he couldn't even make it look semi-presentable. He looked like a fucking generic character from Dave Mirra's BMX. With the elbow pads and the fucking goofy shoes and all that shit. It was so stupid. And I'm texting my brother. I'm like, he's opening the match. And then he proceeded to attempt to wrestle for 9 fucking minutes before Randy Orton was tagged in. That was the longest 9 minutes of my life. I sat there. If I had hair, I'd have pulled that shit out. I don't understand. He took a solid ass whooping, and I'm giving credit to Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre for that. They made it look like $1 million. That table spot was insane, but Logan hit that shit on the nose. I'm gonna get to Logan in a minute. But the punches and when he fell down to one knee, I thought, oh, this is where it ends. The choke slam, Logan made it look like $1 million. The fucking spinning body slam, good God Almighty! Please,
slam.
Triple H, if you happen to see this shit pop up on Twitter, please don't put this man in a WWE ring again. Nobody needs to see this. Nobody needs to see this. I don't care how much of an ass whooping he took. He sucks. Props to losing the weight, bro. I've lost 187 pounds since 2014. I get it. That shit is tough. I didn't do it by surgery, but that shit is tough. I'm going to give that man the props. Bro, You got Bunny, and you get a life of him doing whatever you want, and you tour the rest of the year. Go home. go home. Be on fire, country, like you were last night. But go home. This shit is ridiculous. I'm so glad. And then they made the co-main event. They made it match 5 out of 6. Like we already got the shit show with Cross and Sammy, and then the women's title match, and then you give us Jelly Roll. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, you wouldn't even get the fuck out of the frame so Randy Orton could have his SummerSlam entrance. He's sitting there he tried to do the Randy pose, and he's holding his arms out all goofy. I'm like, get him off the goddamn screen. I was so mad. I was so fucking mad. I was like, and then they let him wrestle for 9 minutes. I counted it on my phone. I set a timer. I was so upset. I'm texting my brother. I'm like, you wouldn't believe this shit. You would not believe this shit. Jelly Roll is opening the match, and then Drew McIntyre should have beat the shit out of him for real. Because don't encourage him to come back. And then Triple H wants to hug him and Gorilla. No, that was awful. That was fucking awful, bro. I'm sorry about the F-bombs. This ain't safe for work. It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. But anyway,
you haven't seen the post show yet. They had a whole love fest on the post show. I was kind of watching it in the background.
It was a circle jerk. I'm sure it was. I'll catch it. I'll catch it in the morning. But there's no way that you left people like LA Knight and Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes and other people that wrestle for a living off of the SummerSlam card. Bailey couldn't get on the SummerSlam card. And you got this fucking dude that looks like a backyard wrestler. Like, he looks like he wrestles in front of like 7 people and like 4 dogs and a random rat running down the alley. This shit doesn't make sense to me. It's SummerSlam. This is supposed to be your second biggest event of the year.
Yeah.
And then I know Triple H is they're diving headfirst back into celebrities. Logan Paul and Bad Bunny are the only 2 I ever want to see wrestle that are celebrities. For the love of God, Jelly Roll, and I swear to God, if he is in 2K26, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I'm going to lose my mind because I've already seen it where people are making creative, calls of them and shit. I report their account when I see it. I did it today. I saw it. You make Jelly Roll, I'm reporting your shit for fraud or something. Whatever they let me, because I'm over it. Now on the flip side, I'm going to be positive now. Logan Paul missed his calling. He should have been a wrestler from the jump. This dude is phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says. He might be the biggest douchebag on social media. His brother is a retard that, fights other, retired boxers and shit. And they make millions. Sorry about the R word. I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm letting it fly. I'm so sorry.
Run that back.
But Logan Paul, I would not be mad if they put the world heavyweight title or the WWE title on him in the next year or so. Like, somehow, some way. Because that would piss off a whole sector of wrestling fans. And I'm here for it because I personally think Logan Paul's great. And then Randy's always going to be Randy. I love Randy Orton. I'm so sad that he wasn't, in a more prominent match, because if Jelly Roll was my partner, I would consider, finding the nearest bridge, but that's just me. I'm done.
Well, it could have been worse.
Well, you're in Jersey. I mean, you'd find worse.
There's a bunch of bridges up in Jersey and New York, right?
So many.
And they all cost like $25 a cross. So, I mean,
well,
I'm so sorry.
I had to drive 4 hours round trip to Michigan today, and the whole trip, my husband kept saying, "Watch, he's gonna wrestle in a Speedo."
Yeah,
I would. I would have canceled my Peacock subscription right then.
I told him, I said
that would have been the poster for Peacock. Apparently, I don't know. That's wild to me. Brought to you by Blue Chew. Here we go. I got one, Mike.
You beat me. You beat me to it.
Yeah, baby. That's how you
like. Does anybody else see how absurd this was? Am I the only one that
listen.
saw how absurd this was? And
You-
like,
If you want to get mad,
Mike, Big Mike gave like the most politically correct, like, I have a wrestling show that I'm not trying to damage answer in the world.
yeah, it's me and Mike.
It
were
was
like,
an okay
Matt,
match. Yeah, okay, Mike. You must have been flying at 30,000 feet to enjoy that shit. There's no way, dog. There's no way.
It's almost like if you guys watch
Again, I didn't say I enjoyed it. But
he said it was good. If you guys watch,
no, I didn't say it was good. I said I respected what he did.
You said it was good, Matt.
I would rather work 16 hours on a tier where inmates are flooding the entire tier and walking shit water up to my knees than watch that again.
Lord have mercy.
God.
That just like that was just so bad. And I saw the first punch. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be an entire shit show."
It's like
and then nine fucking.
For those of you that don't know, I mean, obviously Mike Norton is in hospitality too. It's like my servers will come up to me. And it's like when you walk up to a table and it's like, "How you doing?" They ask, "Are the refills free?" You know how the night's gonna go. So you know how the match was gonna go after the first punch.
For sure. I know, yeah.
Oh,
Those are the days
so,
you gotta walk off and tell the I'm not feeling too good today. I
gotta go home. I gotta go.
Jelly Roll Wrestling is the equivalent to Vince McMahon taking the stunner 3 years ago.
No,
Yeah.
listen, that was oh my god. Listen, if you want to get mad, you're getting at the wrong.
Out a second early. Sorry about that because I'm.
Once you get your take on Punk, oh man. Okay.
I'm getting harassed to go to the store and it's closing in like 4 minutes.
Get out, go. Get out. If you want, tap back in. We'll be here for a little bit.
For sure, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll even
just leave your thing out. Leave it on. Get out of here. Go. Leave it on. We'll come back. All right.
Take the AEW flag down.
Hey. Leave him alone. Hey.
That's signed by Jay Lethal.
Mike, go to the store. Mike,
go to the store before it
It
closes.
doesn't matter who it's signed by.
Listen. You're getting mad at the wrong. Listen, you're getting mad at the wrong person, Matt. You're mad at Trips. You're mad at WWE.
I'm mad at all of them. Oh,
no, listen. You know who you'd be mad at? Not that this is any better. Travis Scott put this man here.
Fuck him.
So you get the job done when he trained. Not saying that would be any better of a match, but that was your consolation prize.
I'm actually like I'm not sure what's worse, doing that or seeing Travis Scott wrestle.
Well, Drew McIntyre had a black eye or lost an ear. Like, who knows? Maybe broken a leg. I don't know. But that was a knee-jerk reaction to Travis Scott dropping the ball in training. And you're like, well, we got to go somewhere. Jelly Roll. Let's go there.
You could have called Bad Bunny.
Nah, he said that filming Gilmore 2. He had no time to train. He had too much going on. I get that. Bunny was probably built up with a movie and doing premieres and stuff. He's probably, I got my music, dude.
I would have preferred anybody.
I know. So
like it is just so it's so sorry. It was so like
listen. Let me tell you something.
It made my ass itch. I'm like, what is going on here?
Let me tell you something.
It just made my Jelly Roll the musician good. I mean, he went from being a rapper to like being a sorrowy country singer, and I'm cool with that. Get your money, but you got a lot of other shit going for you, dog. Wrestling is not one of them.
I like that you brought up Bunny. By the way, that was a good throw.
Hold up, I said it on the show, and I didn't know my audience because Jesse was on the show, and I probably worded it wrong. But but Bunny does for Jelly Roll what most women won't do for men. And you get that whenever you want. And you rub it in our faces on social media any chance you get. And then you're going to decide, hey, I'm going to go be a wrestler for a couple nights. Bro, go home. There's so much more you can do with your time.
Go home.
Like somebody saved me from night one of wrestling.
Okay. We're done. You're throwing
somebody saved me.
Stop there. Come on.
No, it's true. You can't handle it,
I think you used somebody saved me. And I think you used Lonely Road too. So
yeah,
kudos to you for using two titles and title tracks on the tape.
Well, I mean, if you only get one positive, he won't be leaving with a winning streak.
I mean,
if he would have won, I would have probably had to refrain from saying even more wild shit because
he would have done what Mike did. I plead the fifth, but now speak on the subject.
no,
Thank you.
you would see a vein like running down my forehead. I would look like Harry Potter right now with veins in my forehead.
Oh my god!
It would
Oh.
if Jelly Roll would have pinned McIntyre, I'd have probably not watched tomorrow night.
Drew was never taking that pin.
Oh,
If
I
anyone
know,
was taking the pin, it was definitely going to be Logan. I can tell you that much.
but I'm just glad the right people won. That's all.
I know I
happy
hate
about.
Logan Paul because he can take all his moves and make them into his name. I hate it.
But the thing is, he's a
hate it.
genius. He
He is. I
social
love him.
media long before a lot of other people did.
Paul from Grace, Paul Verizer. Just stop it. Shut up. I hate that you can take all these names and put it into Paul.
And then he's better at jumping off of the ropes onto the table than everybody else not named Rob Van Dam.
Don't get mad. But that Paul from Grace, that was picture.
He gets
perfect.
some height.
No, picture perfect.
He gets
right
some height,
in,
and it's
beautiful.
good.
Beautiful.
I'm
And
not
it
even
was
mad
good.
at him.
And Michael from King Attitude has probably one of the first questions I asked too.
Oh, sorry.
He's a musical artist. Why is he coming out to fucking Toby Keith? What is that all about?
I was gonna say that when he came out the other night. I should have brought that up when we talked about it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like, I got that one part because he was trying to say he was Logan's dad or Logan's daddy.
Who's on better?
I got it that one part, but like, dude, this is your SummerSlam moment. Come out to one of your own songs, not some.
I didn't even realize you came out to Toby because I instantly got pissed off and my hearing got muffled.
And then he tries to again for the second time sing Randy Orton's theme at first. I'm like,
yeah, no.
Come on.
The only person I want singing their own theme is Rhea Ripley. That's it. That's the only person that deserves to sing their own music.
I mean, yeah.
Randy gets everybody else to sing it. And that crowd sucked tonight, by the way. That was a dead crowd.
We're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring in that too. Don't you worry about it.
I hope you. I'm so pissed you didn't get Jelly Roll. That makes me so upset.
Hey, you keep that to yourself. When they announced the flag match, I texted Mike. I was like, "Yo, they haven't announced it yet. I'm telling you, I'm getting that night too. That's my night too, baby. That's open. That's gonna open.
You get TLC. You get TLC. And nobody
and the cage match and a street fight
and a street fight and a no DQ and Cody Cena.
And I'm kind of pissed off that I'm kind of pissed that I left early on the preview show because John Cena made Tomorrow Night Can't Miss.
Oh, me and Mike had a field day with that last night.
Oh man, yeah. I love it because I need Bullet Club Cody from all this. I better get it or I'm going to riot because this is crazy. But
while we're waiting on Mike to come back, and because I know he said this is something, and this, John, this will make your heart feel a lot better.
Oh, thank you.
This felt a lot like what WrestleMania Night 1 felt like. If you remember us going back this same show after WrestleMania Night 1, we said a lot of the same thing.
Yep.
It was a really lackluster show saved by the main event. And that had a very large feeling about what tonight was. And then WrestleMania Night 2 turned out to be amazing. But so if SummerSlam does the same thing, John, you're in for a damn treat tomorrow.
Dude, but at the same time, why do you put yourself in that position that you got to pull out all the stops for night 2?
Oh, I'm with you. I don't know why they do it. I'm just saying, but it had the same feel.
I do want to bring something up since we're waiting for Mike, and I got 120 something people in here. We're real quick. Let me show real quick. If you're in here, you're checking us out, you like the vibe, you like the conversation, do me a favor. Shoot us a like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment here, man, or do me a favor. The least you can do is do a thumbs up. Lets YouTube know, hey, man, this content's cool. Puts us in the algorithm, gets us up to more people that are following myself, Mike, Matt, Lady Alpha, and also Mike Norton once he comes back to the desk. So if you could do all that for us, we'd really appreciate it. Did you guys happen to see what happened to Hog last night with Bully Ray? Did anyone happen to see that?
Yeah, with Ricochet.
Can someone please, without going on, I don't want to go on a crazy tangent. I don't want to go AEW wise, but can somebody make sense? I've tried. I saw. I was at work. I worked 11 to whenever I got home like 7:30. I go into the first hour or whatever. But I'm trying to make sense of it. And I watched the whole clip. I don't know what's going on because Zilla's in TNA. Fourth rope, and I'm Bully's in TNA, coming back to do a thing at Bound for Glory. Can somebody make sense? I don't want to go on AEW.
Zilla's gonna be there tomorrow night. You're gonna see
I know.
Zilla make his debut.
I was gonna talk about that. I told that to Mike last night on the cage match. I'm like,
Zilla is WWE bound, but his mom needs to shut up.
The pop he got, oh my god! Like,
and
dude,
somebody needs to take a microphone away from Rikishi too. Like, for the love of God, Zilla's mom just laid him out.
Three of his boys are out there. Cooking, man. I mean, you can't.
But it's not his fault.
There's a couple of people Zilla actually laid him out too,
and he deleted it. But his mom made a video.
Zilla took it to Keith, and then his mom did.
Yeah, but Zilla deleted the tweet. But his mom made a video saying that Rikishi didn't even help Jimmy and Jay get a developmental deal.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm honestly, I'm serious though. I'm trying to make sense. Like, does anyone have a theory?
I saw still shots. That's all. I saw still shots that had happened. I don't know anything about the.
Ricochet got in there. He beat the hell out of him, put him through the table, and kind of pulls him over, gets the ref up. He's like, "Oh look, he went through the table. He did it for Bully, and got Bully the Hard Championship."
Yeah, I saw the picture of them together because I had to look 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I had to look multiple times to see it was Ricochet. I was like, "Wait, is that who I? Wait, what?"
And my tripper did Mike change his outfit.
I had to go outside.
What the hell? He's going to court. Okay, what? Clark Kent?
My bad.
I like it.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Shit. Okay. I don't know.
Well, you look like Clark Kent, so yeah.
No, but seriously, so Mike, real quick, you know what? Let me talk to the resident aide. No thing is everybody else. Mike, I don't know if you heard what we were talking about.
No,
did you happen to see the results from the Hog World Championship with Zilla and with Bully Ray?
Yes, I did.
Can you, I'm not going on a tangent. This is no weird stuff. I'm just an honest. I'm looking for the theory. I need to know. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me why the hell Ricochet was involved in this, being AEW, and these two gents are probably TNA WWE? Do you have any idea or a theory as to why Ricochet was involved in this match? Aside from Hog?
All right, so a few things. Ricochet's leading into this heel stuff. So I mean, I don't think Bully and AEW's problems is as deep as some people really think. Bully throws jabs here and there, but he also pulls back and probably shows AEW the most, he says the good stuff and the bad stuff all the time.
Oh, he does. He does. I agree with that.
I think realistically, a lot of his stuff is more constructive criticism, and Bully's just Bully. So he might just be a little bit aggressive how he talks or how he writes stuff. But I don't believe AEW has real issues with him. I believe that if Bully really wanted to sit down and appear on AEW or something, he could get his way in. He has way too many friends in that company to just be blacklisted. So if Ricochet wanted to work with them, I'm pretty sure they know that this is gonna cause a stir in social media. What is Ricochet doing working with Bully Ray? It's one of the Dudleys. How much can you really hate this guy? He's a legend.
Yeah.
Could
that be why they're doing a retirement match at TNA Bound for Glory? So he can tie that end up, maybe pop on AEW.
I would love to see Bully.
Yeah, but what you're forgetting is he's also on LFG. That's full on WWE stuff.
Yeah, it is. That is a contract.
He has a legend deal for sure, I think.
Yeah, that's why it was weird to me. I was just I just wanted to know, and I'm not mad about it.
Let me clarify one thing.
No, go ahead.
Those Legends deals, and I don't know, there's a gray area, so one of you might have a little bit more on this. Rob Van Dam was signed to a Legends deal the whole time he was appearing on AEW TV. The only thing that they said was they can't make toys to his liking, they can't make clothes, but they allowed him to be there. Bradshaw also said that it's not off the table, but he doubts it. So something with that Legends deal, I don't think it prevents them, because if you go back after those AEW appearances, people dropped the rumor that RVD signed a Legends deal. And I remember he reposted it, said that Legends deal has been active for 2 years prior. So there's some gray area there where you might be able to have a Legends deal, and you still might be able to appear. Go check in that RVD story.
I mean, yeah, you're right though, Mike. You're right. I'm sorry, Big Mike. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, you're good. And I was just gonna say one thing is I think he's on more than a Legends deal because he is a coach on LFG, and that's a full on WWE product.
He's literally.
I think he goes a little deeper than just a regular Legends deal. That's all I was gonna say.
Could definitely be true.
Well, him being on NXT programming 2 weeks ago, that's why it was wild to me. I was like, he would literally just on NXT, like, and now he's popping up. I was like, what?
You know, the thing is, though, with guys like Rob Van Dam and, like, to a certain degree, Jake Roberts, WWE was doing nothing with them, Legends-wise. They weren't appearing on television. They weren't involved in any storylines. They weren't doing any media. So that was, like, the gray area there. They were just under contract to be under contract, mostly for the video game stuff.
Yeah, and merch
with 2K, video games and merch. They use their likeness, but Bully Ray with his involvement with TNA and LFG, there's no way that dude's ever going to be on AEW television. Something seriously would have to go wrong because he bootlicks WWE at every literal turn on his show and being a coach. And I don't see him.
There's also one other thing, and there's been AEW and WWE talent to work together on the indies before. So I think this just could be something to have people on the internet talking.
Well, it's also going to be a direct conflict of interest because TNA is getting ready to go to the CW, and they're going to Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
Who? TNA?
They're going to.
Think it's gonna happen?
No, that's Thursday, man. They ain't gonna mess with AEW, man. I don't.
No. It came out today that they're negotiating with the A&E and the CW. Both networks do business with WWE, and they want to put them in direct competition with Dynamite.
So they're gonna feed TNA to the wolves. That's just gonna destroy TNA.
That's
tough. Well, I heard the reason is they just don't want to go up against the run-in on Thursdays, so that's the real reason.
Probably a deal too. That's why I do talk in TNA on Fridays, man. I don't mess with the run-in, bro. I know I don't want that smoke.
Look,
we don't want that smoke.
That's not gonna work. I'm gonna just tell you that. People are laughing at the 600, 700,000 AEW get. Throw TNA on Wednesdays on regular network TV, and it's gonna get a lot funnier. So that would be a terrible decision to put them on Wednesday.
I'm gonna reserve my comments because I like you, Mike.
I like you.
Okay. All right. This is the road I didn't want to go down. I was going to talk about the Ricochet.
I just ended on one thing alone. They do not have enough star power to compete with AEW. They don't. Doesn't even matter if they get loaned all those NXT wrestlers for the next 6 months. They don't. Even their best wrestlers ran out to AEW.
Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Okay, listen, let's bring it back. Pull it back.
So how about that main event?
That main event, though, let's talk about it. Speaking about pipe bombs from all you mother truckers. Listen, the night was good. The question we have is, did the main event save night one? That main event happened to be Cookie Monster Punk taking on
Who calls him that? Who calls him Cookie Monster? Why? He's another.
What was the other one too? Like Black Phillip or something?
Black Punk, Cookie Monster Punk. It was like, where did Black Punk come from? Like I was like, what is that?
What the hell?
Hello?
That was a good series. I can't wait for the season 2 to come out.
No, I enjoyed the hell of it. I watched. Unlike some people who haven't watched it, John, it was actually really.
Don't. Mike, now is not the time. No.
You haven't. Hold on, Mr. Wrestling Connoisseur hasn't watched it yet.
No, that's not what Mike is talking about. I have watched it. No, my man wants to sit on one tweet. Okay, all right, Mike. Okay, yeah, because all your tweets of age grade too. Okay, bud. Okay. At least I put my neck out there and talk. You know what?
I don't expect my stuff to age well. I know I'm an idiot.
Listen, Rick, I'll be out there. Rick be out here acting a fucking fool. Anyway. Listen, Cookie Monster Punk, the Ring General Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion over on Monday night. These two lock it up in the main event for night one. Can they save the night? Did they save the night? Couple things I'll talk about. Again, I do this. I give my little fodder. I talk about the result, whatever. I give it to you folks to talk about and kind of be the entertainment. So, this is probably CM Punk's best matches coming back to WWE. They went again, not a time guy, but I'm a time guy for this one. They went 30 minutes at least, if not more. Punk looked exhausted.
Closer to 30, I think.
Yeah, I mean Gunther, the chop sessions were the chops were in session here. Punk looked great in what he did. Obviously, both were kind of blown up toward the end, but Punk kept going, did what he needed to do. The Gunther spot where he got busted open, we were kind of talking about this a little bit. Whatever, where there's a blade, where he took a shot.
That was a good Ric Flair job right there.
Woo!
That was a good blade right there. I like that.
Got up. It wasn't too crazy either because Gunther was like, oh shit, there's too much in my eye. Okay, you know what? I can't see it. What's going on? I like that CM Punk leaned into the fact that he tapped to Jay at WrestleMania. He's trying to do, he's doing the leg lock. He's getting them in, all these other moves. Yeah, man. Shout out to both these guys. Gunther, obviously knowing he was going to get beat. Obviously, he's taking some time off. He has a couple injuries, as he should. 83% of the time he's been in WWE and NXT, he's been a champion. He is a workhorse. Gunther shows up every week. It might be a promo. Maybe he's getting beat up. Maybe he's beating somebody up. Gunther shows up every week. Right behind Seth Rollins, he's a workhorse. So both these guys were awesome. CM Punk, say what you want, don't like him, AEW, WWE, whatever, man. This guy, tonight's match was the best he's had since coming back to WWE from Survivor Series. And did a damn good job looking. He looked good. Obviously a little blown up, a little tired. Didn't look like he was hurt toward the end of the match, so everything looks good. But these guys put on a banger. Obviously, I guess we can talk. You guys want to talk about the match? You want to go into the whole thing with the after stuff? Do I go the whole way? We'll talk about all that.
The match was good. I would like to talk about the match.
Let's talk about the match. Let's talk about the CM Punk and the Gunther match. CM Punk going over, becoming World Heavyweight Champion. Let's focus on that, and then we'll talk about the stuff happening after. And then we'll talk about all that. Wrap it up. We'll talk about the match itself. Big Mike, I'll start with you.
So I looked it up. It went 30 minutes and 19 seconds according to Cage Match.
That's
the official time on it.
That's awesome. Did you went to Cage Match? Oh boy.
Well, I mean, this is the only place I knew to go real quick just for the time.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Leave Mike alone.
But what's that?
I said, I told John, leave you alone. You're bringing facts to the show, John.
Listen,
yeah, facts that you asked for, by the way. But I digress. The match was great. I loved it. Again, I mentioned it while Mike Norton was going. It had a very WrestleMania feel where the main event comes in and saves night one. Hopefully it will continue that in night two and be a great night two as WrestleMania was. Yeah, the match in general, without going into the details afterwards, I really enjoyed it. I thought CM Punk would win. I was not sure what would happen afterwards, but yeah, I called CM Punk to win. I thought he deserved it. They have wanted Punk to win for a while now, in my opinion. They just kind of had other things come up. Other people kind of, hit that little rocket, at the right time. And yeah, he finally got his moment. So congratulations to Cookie Monster Punk, I guess.
I swear to God,
for at least 12 seconds.
Mike, I swear to God.
That's how long the next match went according to
you are begging me to go JD on this shit. I'm telling you, stop it. You need to stop it. Don't stop poking me, man.
Is he gonna scream?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what that means. I don't know.
I'm telling you, man. Oh my God.
Do I need to get a shot?
What do you mean? This doesn't make any sense. Oh man. Mike Norton, your thoughts as far as the match? Gunther, CM Punk getting the win here and becoming World Heavyweight Champion.
I think this was a banger. Definitely had big match vibes. This is the match of the night. I think honestly, and this is a big one, since Punk's return to wrestling, this is the top three. It might even be top two. I think I might off the top only know one match since his full return that I liked better than this. So he absolutely killed it. Gunther's chops look brutal. I mean, I think I seen Punk's soul float in the air a few times. So the match was amazing.
Yeah.
The blading pot. I mean, it's actually rough to say this, but I don't mind the blood. So it was good to see a match like this actually have a little bit of blood. But I think from beginning to end, outside of that was it a tap or was it not a tap part, I think this was like a 9 out of a 10 match. If you're gonna give out those 4 and 5 stars, these are the matches you give it on. I loved everything about it. I'm gonna bypass what happens after, but just the match. I was sure in my mind I thought Gunther was winning, but I didn't know he
Yeah, you
needed
did.
to take. Yeah, I didn't know anything.
You don't Mike.
Look, I had no idea about him taking time off for injuries or anything like that. I just didn't see it to make sense. But obviously they had other plans. But without getting into that, I like to be surprised. I don't mind that. And I enjoyed everything about that match.
That was actually a great take. Mike actually has a great point. This was weird to me when they said this, as far as when they were like, did someone else bring it up? Okay. The fact they were like, you got a broken nose. What are we doing?
Yeah, because the blood was coming from
that's not even, the blood literally was up here. There was nothing in the lower half of his face. Like, what are we doing? This is not UFC. He didn't pop open the bridge. Like, he's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Broadcasters had a couple of bloopers tonight, but I just chose to leave them alone.
I think Joe Test and Cole. I'm sorry, it was Cole. I'm sorry. Cole got excited. That man was pumped for that match tonight, man. He was going. Yeah, they definitely had a couple bloopers. Lady Alpha, your thoughts on the match and CM Punk getting the pin on Gunther, walking out World Heavyweight Champion.
I love the match. This was my number 2. Yeah. Could have done without the blood. I'm not a big fan of blood, but I think it kind of it worked. I originally picked Gunther to win, but as well, I won't get into it. But I'm happy I was wrong. I'm very happy I was wrong about that.
Okay. Listen. Glad you liked the match. As you liked everything that happened. Now, let me go over to you. Your thoughts as far as Black Punk getting the win here and walking away and getting the pin over Gunther with 2 GTSs. The fact that that Gunther did the Triple H stand up and then do the GTS again to get the win. Awesome stuff. So your thoughts as far as Punk walking out of there with the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw.
First and foremost, I want to apologize for my takes on Gunther. The dude is just an all-out animal. I said that he was I think, previously I said that he was a little bit dry. And the throwback stuff just worked tonight because Punk's a throwback too. And a lot of the chain wrestling, a lot of the submission holds early on, the psychological stuff. I was like, when I saw that, I was locked in immediately. Yeah. That's what I wanted to see. These guys aren't going to do the flashy stuff, but they told a hell of a story. Punk is one of those guys that will take the stiff shots and keep going.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
The blading was pretty cool because it made Gunther mortal in that moment.
He never bleeds.
Number one, he never bleeds.
Yeah.
And number 2, he was dominating that match for the most part. So
yeah,
it led precedence to how the story arced, and to me that was beautiful. I am happy because CM Punk becomes the first wrestler to hold the World Heavyweight title in both major companies. I'm talking the old I'm talking about the old school big belt. They melted off of. Yep.
This girl right here.
Yep. The new modified version of that.
Yep.
And he's the first person to hold
the World
Heavyweight Championship in WWE and AEW. And even if it was only for like 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I enjoyed scrolling Twitter and seeing the meltdown because it warmed my soul a little bit. It made me
don't laugh, Mike. Don't laugh, man.
It really made me forget that Jelly Roll wrestled. You know what I'm saying?
It made no sense.
His heart grew 3 times that day.
Yeah,
Mike. Like I love you, Mike, and I don't say anything disrespectfully or like coming at you. Like there's things that were being said by some of the folks that maybe don't watch the WWE product.
Yeah,
out of pocket, bro. Like we crash out kind of. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
I drive in the middle of the road.
I do too. I do too. I know.
On both sides as much as I can.
Know. I do too.
I joke. I keyed. You know what I'm saying? So
you're not though. I saw the tweets. You're not. I saw the tweets. You're not though. Yeah, that's what you get for leaving AEW. Like, oh, okay. You know what? All right, whatever. Moving on anyway.
Okay. Well, anyway, they told a good story. I feel like from that third, fourth, and fifth match, where things were getting dicey overall for how the night was looking.
Yep.
They've really saved the show. Punk and Gunther are two of the best in ring. Punk slowed down considerably. He's pushing 50 years old.
Yeah.
You know,
God bless him, dude. Jesus.
But I'm saying, like, these guys just they both are like consummate professionals, and I loved the show they put on. I thought it was fantastic. Now, what you're going to lead into with the second part of this, they did not roll the credits, and I said this at the beginning of the show, for far too long.
Yeah.
Why are you zooming in on Punk from 4 different camera angles? Buddy, just hit Seth Rollins' music, and let's get this show on the road. You started your night one main event at 8:41.
Well, the thing is too,
that was a key tell.
It's funny that like Punk is the one who didn't get the credit. Like that's why when Punk came back at the Survivor, everyone was like, okay, they rolled the credits. They had the zoom out of the arena like they were going off, and then like that hit. Oh my! The credits! Oh my god!
It took 7 minutes or 7 seconds.
Now we're not doing the credits anymore. Like what the hell is Paul? Come on! Like at least put the 2 names up because that's what we know. It's going to be you and Lee. What are we doing? Come on! Like so, I agree with that. That was definitely a telltale sign.
Yeah, it took too long though. I feel like it took very long.
Correct me if I'm wrong though. Have they not stopped doing that on some of these when they have the post shows? They just lead right into the post show without credits. I want to say I thought I've seen them do that before without having anything special. Because I've thought that a few times where it's like, okay, what are we doing here? They're just kind of sitting there on the ring, and then like there's one little like a quick blackout, and then it goes direct to the post show, and there's no credits, no nothing. So I don't know that was a choice just for this part. I think it's just kind of one of the things they've been doing recently.
It was almost like they weren't sure if they were going to do it or not.
Can you imagine? Yeah. It's like a last minute, like, go out there, go, get out there. We're doing it tonight. Go.
But Punk's face was hilarious.
Yo, when the music came, it's just like,
yeah, you saw him hold it up, and he's like, oh,
he's so downtrodden.
But that's part of what makes him so damn good.
Really though, I'm serious. But say what you want, and I'm not.
He knows what to do at the right time.
Yeah. All I'm saying is use fake glass. Anyway, but moving into obviously Punk wins this title. He's very excited. He's weeping. He's very emotional. Very excited. He's clutching the belt. He's so happy. Music's going. Waits for the right cue. Kind of holds it up and does the hands up because he's so happy. Turn it down. Your boy Seth Rollins. His music hits, and he comes out on his crutches, limping his way out onto the floor of the big ass stage of SummerSlam.
Wait. Can you replay that? What is
that?
No,
you gotta clip it. You gotta clip it. Go back. You gotta clip it. You gotta go back. You gotta clip it. You gotta clip it.
That may have been the best thing I've heard all night.
There you go. I'm here for you. I'm a podcast. I'm a podcaster, not a singer. I'm only a Dr. Jim. What do you want from me? That's not how it goes down in the living room. First of all, when his music hits, that was a very on the cuff. Listen, anyway. But no, so obviously he comes on the crutches. Paul Heyman accompanies him. He has the belt. I'm sorry, the briefcase. Comes out limping here, screaming obscenities. Enjoy this. Hold on to it while you can. I'm coming for this. Enjoy it. Yada yada yada. Whatever. And me and Mike talked about this off air before everyone else came into the room. So obviously Seth Rollins, downtrodden and seemingly upset, takes like 7 steps kind of back toward the room. Heyman hasn't moved in the least. Is just staring at CM Punk with his briefcase. And now, like, it's almost Heyman goes, oh. And then at this point, obviously Seth stands very straight up, very erect. Brought to you by Blue Chew. Throws the crutches to the side, turns himself around, fixes his jacket, takes off said leg brace. As we've all talked about, we've speculated, all of us on different shows, whether we've done it here, on the run-in, whatever we've talked about it. All the work, all a facade. Seth is not hurt, very able and willing to cash in which he does grab the briefcase, runs down, rips off his shirt and jacket to CM Punk, grabs a referee on his way down. Jerry Stagger, he's like, come on, what are you doing? She's like, oh, jeez, okay, well, let's go. Beats the living hell out of CM Punk with that briefcase, cashes it in, curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is your new World Heavyweight Champion over on Raw and Netflix, per the cash in of his Money in the Bank, which I think, I'm not surprised. I could color 75% of people you talk to, yeah, we thought he was going to cash in. But I think it's how he did it, and Mike Norton had a great point of this too. It's he could have ran down there and just did it, but it's the fact is the pomp and circumstance. Maybe they had you for the gotcha second where he kind of starts limping back toward the back, but at the end of the day, Seth Rollins is walking out. He's your new World Heavyweight Champion. He has the cash in. Both Money in the Banks have now been cashed in, moving into August. So yeah, your guys' thoughts? I think we all kind of thought this was going to be a thing. Obviously, with the group he now has the backup and the protection that he'll need to have a very lengthy run. Maybe it goes to WrestleMania with CM Punk. We'll see what happens when the Royal Rumble comes around, and also the Elimination Chamber. But I guess your thoughts as far as the cash in and what is next for the CM Punk Rollins rivalry moving forward the rest of this year into 2026. Looking for a little bit of prediction for Royal Rumble, stuff like that. Big Mike, I'll start with you.
I loved it. I was one of the people who said I had no clue whether he was hurt or not. I've never said that I thought he was going to cash in because I just didn't know. The only thing I have said with my podcast partner Sped, who thought he was going to come tomorrow night for some reason in the Cena Cody match. The only thing I've said is if he's not hurt, he's coming back for this match. But I had never claimed to not think he's hurt or whatever, just because I didn't know. So it was fun for me to watch because I was surprised when he came out. The only thing that would have made it better to me is if when he was standing there, like back turned to him, and he drops the crutches, if somebody would have come behind Punk and start, maybe did a chop block or something, and we may have gotten a fourth member at that point because we've talked about a fourth member. I thought that would have been kind of cool. Or even if it was Braun or Bronson coming in and attacking him from behind while Seth was acting like he was leaving again. Would have been the only tweak I would have maybe thought that would have made it better. But I enjoyed it. I'm glad it happened. It makes Seth another one of those heels in WWE who is true to his word. He has said from the beginning he will never allow CM Punk to be champion as long as he has breath in his lungs. From that whole thing that they've been doing, and again, he told the truth, much like a lot of heels in WWE have been for a while now. So yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Awesome stuff. Good points, Lady Alpha. Your thoughts on Seth Rollins cashing in and walking out your new Raw champion over on Netflix?
You sure you want me first or next?
Go get him. Go get him.
I
Go get him,
earned
Lady
this
Alpha.
one.
Go get him. Give this lady her time.
Yes, me. I said it when CM Punk won his title shot, and I kept saying it. I posted videos. I posted tweets. I said Seth was cashing in. It didn't happen exactly the way I thought it was going to. I thought it would be a triple threat match, to be fair, but I said he was cashing in tonight, and he did. So I'm a little smug.
I'm glad. I like it.
Me too.
You deserve it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you stood on every word and every tweet you sent out. Absolutely.
I got it wrong the first time.
It doesn't matter.
Try again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with him, I thought he was going to cash in right away after he won Money in the Bank because I figured he was trying to, he would go fast to try to take control over the roster. But no, this felt right. Yes. When CM Punk won his title shot, it just felt right because this is a personal victory for Seth. So.
I'm pissed off that it happened, but I'm still, it saved the show. It did.
Yeah.
That whole last hour saved the first 3.
Yeah, 100%.
Save SmackDown, Mike.
Say,
Yes.
technically, I look
Say
at
SmackDown.
two matches. I think on this card could have definitely been SmackDown matches, and one of them is just because it just looked like Cross is done. So you might have been able to just do that on the SmackDown. And the Jade Tiffy was definitely it seemed lackluster to me personally. The rest of them I was fine with.
A typical Tiffany match.
That's
Jade and Tiffany. I did not
Mike,
think was going to be anything
you
wild.
like the Jelly Roll match. I
I go say I liked it, but I didn't dislike it. So with Jelly
you didn't
Roll
say it was a SmackDown match.
because Jelly Roll's in it, you know they're gonna put the celebrity on the pay-per-view, whether he deserves the spot or not. I know how WWE rolls.
Okay.
Actually I know how all wrestling companies roll.
Mike,
You know,
can I
it's
ask you a
not them.
question? Mike, can I ask you a question?
Which Mike? Me?
Yeah, you.
Go ahead.
John, I promise this isn't going to be bad. I promise. I heard the groan. It's not going to be bad.
Go ahead.
In your opinion,
Yes.
what was worse, Jelly Roll wrestling or seeing Snoop Dogg jump off the top rope?
Oh, Snoop Dogg off the top rope for sure.
Okay.
That was the most terrible.
That
That was more like a fall off
when
the
he
top
did it on
rope.
it. When he did it
I was
on
going to say
AEW
that's a
television.
no-brainer.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Oh, come
They were
on!
on the
Why are
same
we
level
don't
for me.
Yo,
attack?
listen,
Listen, Mike comes here as
I
a
didn't attack
a
him.
yo.
I didn't attack him.
Mike comes here
I
as a
prefaced it
salvager
as a
of both
question.
brands.
You can't tell me I'm wrong. I'm a
Yeah.
guest. I'm always right.
There you go. And that's Snoop. That's
You're
Snoop
all right.
Falls
I just
You
terrible.
emailed me a link to this show. You knew what was coming.
all I'm here to do is I am a proctor of everyone giving their great takes as to what they saw tonight. That is all I'm here to do. I'm not. You are not neither nor. I'm not jury or like it was
You
whatever.
are
But
Alex Trebek, and you let us answer questions.
Yeah.
I can tell you this: my boy Mike though watches a damn a lot of wrestling. My man is in NXT.
Oh, I'll give him
TNA.
credit.
He's up in there, baby. Like,
He sits through 5 hours of AEW every week. That man's a saint.
oh Jesus Christ! Wait, Mike, you watch Collision? I'm sorry, dude. Wait,
Hey,
I thought
watch,
I didn't know
I
you
watch
watched
all
Collision.
wrestling. I watch all
Me
wrestling.
too,
And
baby. I
as
feel
long
you.
as I can get my eyes on it, I'll watch it.
I respect the hustle.
Mike
I'm
Norton
never
watches
gonna
the
knock
second most amount of wrestling that I know anybody to watch.
Oh,
I try my best.
why? Who'd be the first one?
That would be Stampede.
Stampede.
Oh, now Stampede is the
you.
goat.
Oh, that
for
dude watches everything.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm a,
Where
but
is he at?
if I'm a degenerate better and I want to watch ping pong tournaments at 3:00 in the morning in Japan, I mean, I guess that makes me the biggest like sports better ever too. So if you got to watch stuff that's irrelevant. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, we can talk about something that's going on at 5 a.m. somewhere. I mean, keep it relevant. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that
You
makes
said
me-
I was going sideways.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can watch.
You're
you know,
talking about ping
I can
pong
watch
3 in the
midget
morning,
wrestling
buddy.
too. I can watch midget wrestling at 4:00
Don't
in the
knock
morning
that.
somewhere.
That
You know what I mean? Like,
Don't
and I
knock
can't bring
midget
that. I'm not going to
wrestling.
bring that to the table like I'm a wrestling enthusiast.
Don't you
So-
knock midget wrestling.
I've
Stampede
do it,
watches a
John.
lot of stuff, but if you're also in the last 3%,
Midget
that's
wrestling
cool.
comes on every Wednesday night at 8:00 on TNT.
There's wrestling. That's on the first of all. It's on the
Wait, no
Ocho.
shit?
First of all,
That's real?
it's on.
Like, yeah, like seriously, it comes on TV every week?
You
How
guys
did
literally-
I miss that?
You missed it.
Matt, literally, these guys are sending DVRs. Don't put out that massive. Don't put out that massive information,
I
dude.
said what network they were on.
No, and listen,
Wednesday
I'm
nights
just-
at 8:00.
I got you. I didn't
Listen,
get it.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
funny
All
the second time around. I hit
all I'm
I hit a fucking 3.
all I'm saying is, no, listen. It's not. All I'm saying is, like, it has to be relevant to everything that's going on. Like, you can watch all the irrelevant stuff, which is great, and have that knowledge and to bring that into the regular stuff. But I mean, there's really just 4 or 5 really big brands that we talk about. But you know what? I'm gonna digress. We're gonna talk about all that. But
You just ruined my goddamn joke. I'm just so
I was just trying to talk to Mike because Mike brought up Stampede. Then you came in with the midget joke, and I was like,
everybody got the midget joke, but you.
Anyway,
You talked your way right out of it.
I know. I was trying to get my point across first. That's why I was trying. I just wanted my
You just
point to be
couldn't
heard.
let me. You just
But
couldn't
you
let
did
me
say you
guess
wanted
what-
to be JD, right?
So remember
Yeah.
you said you clicked the link I sent you because you came on my show. So anyway, that's why I talked my way out of it. Anyway,
Fair.
so
There it is.
I'm
that
sorry,
is very
John.
fair. That's
I'm
very
so
fair.
sorry.
There it is.
so sorry, John.
Hey, let's go.
In
Please
the
invite me
second
back.
cash-in of the night.
Please invite me back. I did the job, brother. 1, 2, 3. You got me.
no. This is why, because you booked this crap.
Another finger poke of doom. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
no. There will be no.
If you want to stay away from the finger poke of doom, make sure you try Blue Chew.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Mike. If I had 10 bucks, I sent it over to Mike. That was a good shout of the night. I like that.
Yay. My man.
That was really good,
right
Mike.
now.
That was good.
I'm having a
avoid
ball.
the finger point of doom.
Let's not even end this stream. Let's just go until we fall asleep on screen. I'm cool.
You know how many people make money on doing it on TikTok? People make shit ton of money sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only been here 2 hours, so
For us, that's
we've
like
almost been
You
here
can-
the same time as the pre-show.
Oh
Hey.
God.
You can make money for sleeping on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm not lying. Go look. Go
Man, I need to
check
start
out some
posting
live.
videos of my wife snoring. I'm gonna make millions
You will. You will actually. It's wild.
because she swears she doesn't snore.
So the last
And
thing
I'm
I'm going to get into before we obviously, okay, so let's kind of wrap that up. So obviously night one, I'll go around real quick. For me, it was lackluster. If you ever I saw Mike put his poll up. I voted already. I give it a solid B. Was very close to a C for me. It was very close to a C, but the main event pulled me back in. I think the kickoff was great, so I give it a B, solid B. Let's go around the room. Give me your grade for tonight, as far as night one, and kind of what your grade is, what you thought it would have been going into tonight. Big Mike, I'm gonna start with you.
See,
So you give it a C.
Is there any
What was your
more?
expectation tonight?
my
Okay.
expectation was at least a B plus. I mean,
Cool.
like
No,
I
that's
said,
what I was asking.
they have built this as
WrestleMania
WrestleMania 2.0.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean the fact that it disappointed so much is one of the reasons I'm only giving it a C. I mean, like I said, if this were a Friday Night SmackDown, it would be a B plus Friday Night SmackDown. But as a pay per view that's supposed to be, yeah, well, that's what made it a C for me. Oh, it would have been a whole lot lower if it hadn't been for that main event.
Oh,
But
damn.
again, with it supposed to be the second biggest show of your year, maybe the biggest show of your year because you're trying to promote it that way, and to come out with that turd for what you
I feel you,
expected.
Isaiah. I feel you.
So yeah, I mean it's maybe a C plus, but yeah, I wouldn't go any higher than that.
All right, I like it. Lady Alpha, your thoughts? What was your grade? What was your grade, and what was your expectation tonight?
Well, I gave it a rather high grade, but it was because of the cash in.
Somebody went undefeated.
I no,
I know.
but yeah, I gave it an A minus. I was sitting on a B for most of the show, and then Seth cashed in. I jumped it up to A minus.
All right, I like it. Matt, your thoughts? What's your grade? What were you expecting tonight to walk out of with?
I was expecting, with the hype that they built this show to be, making it 2 nights, and just the overall presentation they were trying to give to it, I was expecting an A, and I got a C plus. The main event and the cash-in definitely saved it, but if you look at it objectively, 3 of the matches were to shitty, depending on your outlook on it. And we talked about it at length, and I know we've been on here 2 hours.
That's okay. Let's go.
But what I'm saying
people in
is
here. Go keep going.
the vibe that Cross and Sammy gave, and then you had the miscues in the women's title match, and then that for the co-main event. I don't even want to. It's like stuck right here.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But Seth and Gunther and Punk, you got 3 of your best that saved it. Now, I don't know what they can do tomorrow night to really save this whole weekend.
A lot.
They can do a lot.
A lot.
And to be fair, they got some pretty solid matches tomorrow night. I was expecting an A, and I got a C plus. I'm gonna go with Big Mike. that Sammy and Cross match really just kind of made me uncomfortable for most of the night because that was hard to recover from watching the next match, and to see the main event with Gunther and Punk being absolute slugfest, and then the cash in. That's all people are going to talk about. But those other things are going to get lost in the foray of night one. To me, you got to knock this out of the park, or you need to consider putting SummerSlam back on one night again, because because it just felt a little flat for me. I enjoyed myself watching it because the women's tag title match was my favorite match of the night, even with the cash in. That was still my favorite match of the night. The women, those four, absolutely tore everything down, and they did everything right. And it just felt like it was such a seamless match to watch. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. That's where I'm at with that. It was a C+. I'm holding out very high hopes for tomorrow night.
It'll deliver. It will deliver. To your point, though. To your point. I mean, no.
No, Chair Shot Sports is going to be there.
I wish that was the case for everything I go to. So, to your point, though, they have came forward and they said that the preliminary internally they are going to be moving all major PLEs to 2 nights. And it's not. This is some weird off shot.
Is the Rumble going to be tonight?
Yes. So you would get a would get a Rumble one night. Why not? You got to blame SummerSlam. You just sold 101,000 tickets in one weekend. You sold an arena twice.
You're saturating.
I know.
Because you're not
telling me anything good. I don't like it.
Don't they always hold an NXT pay-per-view on Rumble weekend though?
If I'm the common man, and I want to go watch a damn, now I gotta like tonight. I can't take weekends off every 4 months. I gotta watch wrestling. Now I gotta pick and choose. Well, do I want to see the women's match? Do I want to see the ladies' match? The men's match? So what that tells me is obviously it's very Rumble, men's, women's, Elimination Chamber, men's, women's, Money in the Bank, men's, women's.
So wait, they're doing more than just I see. I thought you said major PLEs, I thought maybe just the big 4. I didn't know they were doing like Elimination Chamber and Money in the Bank and all that too. Wait, so they're doing
Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, or I guess the 5.
So
because pretty much,
think
of any PLE. Sorry, let me cut you off. I'm sorry.
You're cool.
Think of any PLE where you have 2 matches, men's and women's. They broke into 2 now. I talked to Cody about it. It's pretty legit. Whether they pull the trigger this in 2026, they don't know yet, because that is a big deal. But again, we can sit, you and me, all 5 of us can sit here and complain about it because it sucks for me. I got kids. I got to get a sitter. I can't go to 2 nights of shit. Maybe I gotta beg my in-laws. When it comes to Indianapolis, I'm like, wrestling. Please watch my kids for 2 nights so I can go. I gotta beg, borrow, and steal to get 2 people. I gotta leave my kids for another 2 nights to go somewhere and go watch it instead of where it was 1 night. Hey, have a great 7-hour cool thing. Come home, cool. It's whatever. Now you gotta pick and choose night 1 and night 2. There's SummerSlam. Where are we going? Night 1 or 2? I guess it's night 2. Everyone picks night 2. Yeah, I mean you go to night 1. But everyone picks night 2. So they're going to start switching it up on you now. Night 1 is going to start being the men's Rumble. And then it'll be night 2 will be the women's Rumble. So it's weird. It's weird. But you got to blame SummerSlam. They sold 78,000 tickets before more than 5 matches were announced. They announced all of them. Now they sold over 101,000, and the show's not even over tomorrow.
Are buying SummerSlam tickets just based on the fact that it's SummerSlam.
Same theory with TKO, thinking it's Rumble, thinking it's Survivor Series, thinking and that's why it's outdoors, bigger event. It's TKO, man. It's TKO. And I'm not going to the Holder
Mania being 2 nights because that's understandable. It's your Super Bowl.
It's gimmicky.
It's a Super Bowl.
You do it here and there, in SummerSlam. I get because Mike, like you said, it was billed as Mania 2.0. SummerSlam has always been the quote unquote biggest party of the summer. I can buy into SummerSlam being that midsummer classic kind of thing. Okay, cool. We run it big in August, end of August if you want to. It fills the need. It cleanses the palate, and you go into Mania. It gets the rest of the year, and you go into Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and all that cool shit on the road to WrestleMania. But the fact that they're doing it dude, TKO. This is a whole other episode. This is like a weekend wrestling kind of topic that I do, but like, this is TKO getting so effing greedy and being like, "Oh, we sold out MetLife 2 times over." And again, when I say sold out, yes, I know it wasn't 100%. I get it. Neither was AEW. Okay, calm down. But 90% of that stadium is sold out, and they did it 2 nights in a row, dude. Any company is going to go, well, if we can do that 2 times every 2 months, 3 months, let's do it. It just sucks.
Somebody there should be reading the room.
No, for real. Just think of the common man. You got kids. You got a job. I can't look at my job. I run a restaurant. I can't be like, oh, guys, I'm gone for another weekend. I'm like, what the fuck? You just gone 2 months ago. I'm going to go watch 2 nights of wrestling. Or, it's weird, but
yeah, I should have never made it past the big 3 or 4. I mean, I would give you maybe the big 4, but and maybe not even Survivor Series, because that has lost a lot of its luster. Maybe Rumble, Mania, and SummerSlam, and just do those 3 though.
That's so much pressure on the talent, and not to go too far off tangent, but that's so much. Like, imagine that. Like, again, not for the men and the women. So now you have each one of you have a main event that night. Like, not that you're not going to go out there and perform 100% when you do what you do, but Jesus, like, that night is built on you.
Yeah, I'll build on that for 1 second, John. Not to like, go far off topic. You're talking about lightening the load for these guys and girls for house shows and not doing that many. When you're taking away 15 house shows, but you're having 7 more pay-per-views out of the year, to where they got to show up, that's rough. You're putting $1 before your talent, because at the end of the day, they know they're going to go sell out wherever because they're a machine.
It's WWE. That's what it is.
Yeah, but putting the Rumble on 2 nights, man, like, I'm a traditionalist, just like Mike said. When it comes to the Rumble, if you're going to do both, that's fine, but leave it on 1 night. When it comes to Survivor Series, I remember watching Survivor Series where every single match was 8-man tags.
Yep.
And there was the occasional singles or 4-man tag, but now you're focusing on War Games, and I get it. And you don't want to do too much of the same thing, but a lot of it's lost its meaning.
Yeah, it's 2 nights. 2 nights for all these PLEs is wild. I don't know, man. It's wild to me. The Rumble is you get in, you have a 3.5 hour PLE, 2 matches. Let's go, boom. Now
if you're gonna put the Rumble on 2 nights, make it a 40-man and a 40-woman. Get everybody on there. If you're gonna make the Rumble 2 nights in the future, there's no reason that none of your main roster talent should be left off the card at all. Make it 40 man.
Mike, that's the point. But that's why you do the. I mean, I don't know why we need to be constricted. Again, let's use a good example. AEW runs a 7-hour pay-per-view. People love it. I'm not saying run 7-hour WrestleMania 18 kind of.
That is exhausting. That's exhausting.
But if you have but it's a Rumble, you're gonna let it breathe. And Paul loves the 5 match. You have the 2 Rumbles are 2. You got 3 other matches: a World Heavyweight Championship match, an IC Championship.
Well, this past year we only had 2. I mean, they didn't even have 5 matches on Rumble last year.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like at the time, again, nothing to poo-poo it, Mike, but yeah, I mean, you can make arrangements around that because that's what everyone gets into. It's night. Everyone takes the Rumble off your wrestle. If you're a wrestling fan, you're like, oh yeah, you got to work. I got to be out at 5 o'clock. I got to be home. I got bets on this. DraftKings is doing bets on the Rumble. Like, what are we doing? Now you're making 2 nights. That's just TKO going. Well, we can probably make another $750,000 this night. Like, I don't know, but I will leave you with this before we get into the wrap ups and everyone talking about everything. Obviously, we're in here doing stuff. I know if everyone's watching this on TV, they're watching the presser. If you haven't seen this, Paul Levesque joined the post show crew and talking about SummerSlam and everything that happened tonight. As far as, oh my God, Seth Rollins, Paul Triple H Levesque's answer was, you ain't seen nothing yet regarding tomorrow night. So take that for what it's worth. I don't know. That definitely bleeds into the main event. I'll tell you that much. I'm not really looking at the other 5 matches, but I can tell you with that Cena Cody match. I'm sorry. There's going to be something going on, but Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Again, night 1 was meh, and night 2, I hope saves it. I just it has all the makings. It really should. So hopefully it delivers and it does what it needs to do. So yeah,
I think we're gonna see a Cody heel turn.
I can't wait.
it needs to be done so right though. Like me too, lady. You know this, Matt, Mike. We've all talked about this. Like I wanted to see it done right. Like Friday, me and Mike were talking about last night on the shakedown. Me and Big Mike were talking about it. Like it's why do that last night? It's so preemptive to oh shit, they know we're gonna do a double turn. Okay, have Cena do it now. Yay! And Cody literally was walking away. You see how Cody walking away. Cody is not a good poker face. I would love to play that man in poker with as much money he has. Did the same thing with The Rock when he did the poo-poo face and the boo-boo and made sure the camera got on him. So he's walking away with the beer can. He's trying to, oh, yeah, give him the flowers. Oh, yeah, give him the flowers. Obviously, Cody's doing the whole, like, very sarcastically, yeah, cool. Yeah, he turned face. Cool. Clap for him. Why would you, and again, they read what we talked about. They know we've been talking about the double turn for weeks. They're trying to get ahead of it with doing this weird shit where now you're like, oh, wait a minute. Well, if Cena's doing this, what are we doing? But Matt, I'll let you go ahead. You have some thoughts on it as far as the heel turn.
It's not just the heel thing itself. They broke the fourth wall with Unreal, like completely tore down the fourth wall.
To work.
But now you got Cena pretty much shitting on The Rock and everybody else that was involved with this whole concept.
Yep.
And he did it on live television. His mic wasn't cut. They didn't go to a commercial. So and the thing is, you've been calling it on all these shows. Both of you guys have this heel turn wasn't going to last forever. He was going to not go out on his final show being unlikable. That shit was eating at him. Now he's turning it over. Cody, you're right, has a terrible poker face, but at the same time, if you're going to turn Cody heel, you better do it. Please, for the love of God, do it right. Don't slow burn this shit because that was the catalyst last night. If you needed anything to spark it, that's it right there.
I agree.
Dark hair Cody. No more suits. No more Make-A-Wish jive. Get him a couple guys to form his version of the, give him the club. And give me the Street Profits with him. Somebody that can use the rub. Give me the Street Profits. Give me the old school AJ for the last and final run, and let them cause some havoc. Yeah, too sweet that shit up. Like, because to me, like don't do that on Friday night and then have Travis Scott come out tomorrow night and
no, he's done. Babe.
Help him. I'm just saying.
He's done.
Or don't have it where Cena flip flops again, and it becomes a Big Show-esque heel turn, face turn, heel turn, face turn, the rest of the way out. If you did that on SmackDown, ride that shit until December. Because give me heel Cody. Instantly. Give me heel Cody. I want to see it. Because arguably he's a better heel than a babyface.
He did say in this past interview that if he does go heel, we lose the Kingdom theme, no more suits, and he's going to try to get himself canceled.
Good.
No, that's not for me. That's from an interview. They're like, so if you did go heel, how would that happen?
Please do.
He was like, he's like, no more entrance. No more. The entrance goes, the theme goes, and he tries to get himself canceled. What I want to see is I think it was with Stephanie Hypes. This is like probably 3-4 months back. I want to see the only slow burn I want to see is he comes out. They do it tomorrow. They do it tomorrow night. They do the deed. It's the heel turn, whatever. But he comes out Friday, and it's kind of the mix. He kind of looks around. Then the next week he kind of like comes out in just the vest. He's not dyeing the hair. It's getting a little black. That's the slow burn I want to see. I'm not saying take a week.
No, John.
Nah, man. No, eventually you dye the hair, but him coming out. He does it tomorrow night, and then Friday comes out dark hair, weird jumpsuit. Like that's that. No. He needs to come out next week.
Leather jacket, brown hair.
He needs to come out next Friday with the woo. That's way better than Seth Rollins. He just come out with that, and then he looks around with the boos and goes, oh, wait, "I'm sorry, what are we doing? Why are you booing me?" Yeah, that you need that first, and then you kick into what you're talking about.
That's
you
fair.
can't just, yeah. That's all I'm saying. I don't want a 3, 6, 8 month kind of thing, but like he needs to come out Friday, and people are like, "Boo, boo, no, what are you doing? You're an asshole about it." And he's like, "Oh, this is what we're doing," and then the next week, kind of comes out that it's a weird song, whatever he does. I'm sure he's got something in somewhere in the tank. Comes out and they'll be like, oh, okay. And Cody's like, yeah, you guys want to boo me? Well, yeah, screw you, man. This is what we're gonna do now. But what do you want to talk about? I don't care what you want to talk about. We're gonna talk about what I want to talk about. That kind of shit. But yeah, tomorrow night is gonna be very interesting. And apparently, according to Paul Levesque, it's gonna be very interesting. So see what happens. But awesome. I know we've been doing this about 2.5 hours now. So I appreciate everyone jumping in. I know it's getting a little late for everybody, so I will go around the room. Please let everybody know where we can find you on the socials, YouTube, X, all that good stuff. Lady Alpha, I'll start with you.
Oh, well, currently I'm primarily only active on X at Lady Alpha KK. But I do have a podcast coming out, hopefully soon, called the Wrestling Divas Podcast. It'll air Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. And we are on the socials. Unfortunately, I can't remember all of the handles, so just search the Wrestling Divas Podcast.
You'll get there. It's fine. Just don't be like Veer. Get here sooner than later. You're fine. You're good to go. Awesome stuff. Can't wait to see the podcast once they start rolling. Mike Norton, where can we find all your stuff, man?
First, you can find me every Tuesday with the NXT Rewind with you. That's at Chair Shot Sports. You can also find me at Mob Squad 508, just on X and YouTube. That's about it.
Short and sweet, to the point.
Sir.
Awesome. My man, Matt Trigger. Matt, where can everyone find you? Everything Baltimore, wrestling, or Ravens or Orioles related.
You can find me on my Facebook page. Just type in Matt Trigger. I'll pop up there. On X, it's MTrig WBP, short for We Bleed Purple. That's the podcast for the Ravens that I have with Daniel Wilcox. We just had a show last week with Brandon McKinney, former Ravens and Indianapolis Colts nose tackle. If you get a chance to check that out on our YouTube page. Me and my boy Tim Malarkey have a Orioles podcast. We just had former Cincinnati Reds pitcher Ryan Kemp on our show for a trade special.
All right.
This past Thursday night. So check us out on YouTube. We're there. Type in Foul Ball Talk. Type in We Bleed Purple. We got all your Ravens and Orioles coverage there.
Beautiful, man. I'm so on a side note, I'm so excited. It's preseason, man. To see that game the other night, I was like, "Yo, this guy's hitting each other on the field. We are so back. Like, I'm so happy. Preseason's this weekend. Let's go, baby. I'm so happy for football.
Because I don't know any of the body that's left in our bullpen right now.
That's fine. I was gonna say I'm talking about football, but the Orioles.
No, I'm just saying, like, no,
where are you guys at the AL? Where are you guys at the AL East right now?
I'm pretty sure we're in like 4th place.
Oh, okay.
I know your Red Sox are winning. I mean,
for now, the young boys are hitting. The belts are hot. Like we just want another series.
Hey,
We're 10 games.
The AL East is a Special Olympics. No matter who wins.
Okay. You know what, man? You know, you would be saying if you were winning the division. Okay, listen.
But we're not.
Listen.
So
I'm talking when Lamar gets past the division.
Mike got my joke, and I'm so happy Mike got my joke. Both of them got my joke because they started laughing. I'm so happy. That just made my night. Thank you, guys.
You got that, bro.
Big Mike, your thoughts. Where can we find out? Where can we find you?
Oh, my thoughts on that. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were talking about the Orioles, the Special Olympics, or what. But you can catch me at _Big Mike.
Everybody apparently. Well, if you're gonna talk about the Orioles, you need to bring up the Special Olympics. But anyway, go ahead. Where can we find you on the internet?
You see it right there by my shoulder, by that shoulder. I'll get it right in a second. Maybe I should be in the Special Olympics. At _ Big 27 on pretty much all socials. The Running Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. We are live every Thursday night, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. You can also catch me every Friday night / Saturday morning depending on what time John gets home for the SmackDown Shakedown over on Chair Shot Sports Media Group. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm sorry. Sucks. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh. Oh, I've got a job.
Sorry. How's your job interview go today? Everything go good?
I mean, it was Thursday, but yeah, it went well.
Everything go good? Good.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
Yeah, it went well. I should
No,
find out next week.
I'm asking because I miss Mike on Mondays. That's why I'm asking him, because he knows I went in bed on the
Yeah, more to come on that. I in all seriousness, I should hear something next week. So.
Good. I hope I'm
Good
praying
luck.
for you, man. I hope you get that, man. I'm praying for you, so I'm happy for it.
Thank you.
Awesome. As far as myself, 5-6 days a week doing something TNA, WWE, AEW, whatever it is. Watching all kinds of wrestling.
Just not the irrelevant one.
But doing shows. On here talking about it, giving my take. I'm just out here talking, giving my takes on live television, not tweets and stuff. But yeah, doing everything out here, doing that 5-6 days a week. Obviously, with the great people you see here on screen, to see all of them, and also everything we do, predictions, interviews, all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, do the thing. Leave a comment here, give us a thumbs up. It helps us with YouTube and the algorithm. It helps myself, Big Mike, helps Lady Alpha, also Matt, and also Mike as well. So awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. And this is a little long-winded, but yeah, great banter as always. Great conversations, great stuff. So very, very excited. I'm gonna get some sleep. I gotta get driving in about 7 hours. So coming to you live next week. Next week. See, I'm already fucked up. Tomorrow night from MetLife. Everything is SmackDown Night 2. See, SummerSlam. I'm telling you, I'm screwed up. I've been up since 6 a.m. with my kids. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Everything tomorrow night with SummerSlam Night 2. We'll be doing some stuff live on TikTok, obviously here on YouTube and on Next as well. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys for coming on. Thank you so much. And ladies, always a pleasure. So thank you so much again. Appreciate it. So for Big Mike, for Mike Norton, for Lady Alpha, and for Matt Trigger, I'm Johnny Anthony, guys. We'll talk to all of you tomorrow night for Night 2 of SummerSlam.